My divine darlings. Everybody's gonna be on here soon, but hi. Divine darlings, put DD with your comments so that I know that it's you, all right? I know Diana is, I know that Heather is, I know a lot of you guys who are, I know Spacebug is, I know Diana is, but I can't believe neither one of my new, like, I have a brand new laptop that says that it doesn't have a microphone, and then I have my old one that just kept spinning. Hello. I'm gonna lose my people. 3M in Brazil, wow. What time is it here? It's 1:48 now. We can ignore them. I hate electronics, it's crazy. I was supposed to do a live for my Divine Darlings, and now I'm live for everybody because neither of my new things will work. So I'm gonna keep an eye and just try to like favor the Divine Darlings a little bit here. Divine Darling is a membership on the channel that's $1.99 a month, and they get live streams and they get videos and they get Q&As and all of this stuff, but my stuff's not working, so I can't give them their live stream Q&A with just us because it's hard to talk, you know, when everybody piles in. But right now we have a small amount, so it's not too bad. Hi, hello. You're the DD. It's like what do you call it? Boobs. When I see DD now, like I got a bunch of DDs in the house. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna close this one because this one's just not gonna work. And I gotta figure out what's wrong with my brand new laptop that I just spent an arm and a leg on that says it has no microphone, which it should come with. Hello. That's okay. This is making your night. You never knew that? You're going to sign up? Yeah, it's pretty new, and I don't talk about it that much because I feel weird being like, be my Divine Darling. But you can be a Divine Darling. Oh, and everybody, so my sister, I had a memorial today. She passed a year ago today, so I've had all that time to grieve, but, you know, I should have been more clear in the video because everybody, I think, thinks that she just passed, and she didn't just pass, but today was 1 year exactly, so it's still sad, and we still had, you know, everybody come, and it was around the grave, and it was weird, but I know she's not gone. That's the thing. Like, my stepmother has a real hard time with it because it's her daughter, but for me, I'm like, she throws shit at me, she does crazy stuff. She was in the video this morning. Tell you a little bit about the decks, Kate. Which decks? Because I've got a lot of decks. Where is Kate? Do you mean like, tell me what you mean, and I can tell you a little bit about it. I don't know if you mean like my deck specifically, or like decks in general. Thank you guys, thank you. I know, it's been crazy. It's already been a year. My mom died 2 years ago, like almost exactly a year apart. My mother died, and then my youngest sister died. And I feel weird sometimes because I'm like, am I just numb? Like, is there something wrong with me? But I know they're not gone. Yours specifically, my newest one, my newest deck. Oh, the love one, Journey. This one. This is my newest one that I have right now. Thank you guys. That's the thing. I know that they're with me. Like, I feel like, I mean, when my mom died, it was hard. I was a mess for a while. And then when my sister died, I think I had like more time to kind of like know the process by that point. So I was like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it might be. But they're always like, I feel like I get more help now from my family than I did when they were here. I'm like, my world is blowing up. yeah, it's like it's different. So this is my newest deck. This is Love Journey. Basically, it's just messages from the person to you, or from you to them, depending what your intention is. Like, you can read it either way. It's like with all my decks, all of the decks that I make, it's basically intuitive. If you want, well, Divine Masculine's Confessions, it's masculine. Feminine is feminine. But all the other ones that I have, like, they can usually interact back and forth, where it's like, you can ask, like, is this message from him? Or is this, set that intention, like, I want to receive a message from him, and then get the message. And like, it would be like, show me the real you, would be him asking you to show him the real you. And then you can flip that around and say, have it be for Divine Feminine too. So that was like the thing here. That's what I try to do with all my decks, is make it so that you can read in both ways. Like, Toxic Triggers is it's a scary name, but it's like got tons of positive cards in it. I love you too, Space Bug. Okay, yeah, I need help with my thing. Welcome to Divine Darling. Hi, Carrie. I actually saw somebody sent something in. Thank you, BC Cooper, for your $9.99. You've been having issues in your marriage. I'm sorry. That's not fun. I'll see what comes through really quickly for you. You got the Nine of Cups, but it's in reverse. So I feel like right now, obviously, there's some trouble. I feel like there's some karma that needs to be cleared up. So I would do some meditation to figure out, what is the karma? Like, where is it coming from? What is the issues that you're having? Like, is it communication? Is it, sexual? Is it mental? Is it emotional? Is it that you're not in love anymore? Because sometimes we start having problems, and it's a bigger problem, that it may be that it's a karmic, like, relationship that needs to get gone completely, or that there's just karma that needs to clear up. And once you clear up the karma, you guys can have a better, future. But I feel like that's kind of in your hands. Like, the ball's in your court right now to decide what you want to do moving forward. I feel like part of you feels defeated in this relationship, and part of you wants to be single and, able to kind of pursue your life and do things your own way, and not have somebody be like up your butt and being, how husbands can be. Even just long-term boyfriends, how they can be. Yeah, I just got the Nine of Pentacles again. I feel like there's a part of you that just kind of wants freedom, wants to be single, sexy, confident, independent. Nine of Pentacles attracting your Ten of Pentacles. So, that's up for your decision. But I feel like Spirit's giving you the call to kind of make that decision soon, to see if it's still worth holding on to, or is it something that, you've learned all your lessons from, and, you may benefit from making the choice to become single. And, just take a break, maybe. You don't even have to go through the whole divorce thing. Just say, like, why don't we see how we do without each other for a little bit? But I feel like you might end up splitting ways, if you keep going down the road you're on. But I think this is all about making you step into your value and worth, making you realize your worth, because you deserve more than feeling like about your situation. Like, you shouldn't be sad, you shouldn't be mad, you shouldn't be unhappy, you should be feeling good. Hi, Sophia. You want to sign up now? Yay! Yeah, I gotta do something with the mic. I gotta figure that out. But you would think that, like, you pay that type of... I just bought this brand new, like, flippy-dippy 2-in-1 crazy thing with a pen, and it's supposed to be, like, awesome sauce, and I tried to go live, and it's like, you have no microphone. I'm like, we're green. Oh, well, you're not green right now, but somebody was, so I don't know how to make that happen. See, I'm doing it on my phone, which on my phone, everything for Divine Darlings is still in the beta mode, which ever since I've done Divine Darlings, like, none of my videos upload. The other day a video uploaded with no volume. Things have just been crazy. Let's see. Welcome to... Yeah, Carrie has a green one. I don't know how she got a green one. You're sitting here crying about the soul lessons. It's hard. And I think everybody goes through it at their own time. Like 2 years ago, I sat around, I cried on here. I would come on here and be like, I'm so unhappy. Like, I was a hot mess. But you deal and you get better. You have a question. Did our karmic appear again so I can work an Elsie on healing? Regina, let me see. It may be like something that catalysts you towards that, because yeah, look at, you got the transformation. So I feel like, you know, trust your intuition. Usually when our intuition tells us like something like that, like this is back because I need to do this, you know, our intuition kind of guides us a lot, but we doubt ourselves. But I feel like it's just another level of transformation. The karmic people come in to transform. We get really mad at karmic people and we're like, I hate the karmic and the karmic's a bitch and blah, blah, blah. But they're just there for their soul contract. They're not there to, you know, be assholes. They're there for justice and balance, because something probably happened in another lifetime that shit went down in, and, you know, you got to come back around this time and clear it all and start thinking in a new way, speaking in a new way, taking that next level commitment to yourself to heal for you, you know, instead, because a lot of people on the journey for the twin flames, they want to heal for their twin. They don't want to heal for them. They're like, ooh, if I heal, I'll get back together with my twin. That's a great, like, pushing start, but healing for yourself is where you should start. You know, like, wanting to be better for you is, like, going to be one of the best things for your connection. That's what's going to put people into the chariot and being like, yay, I'm going towards my victory, because I'm now seeing my own value and worth and realizing that, like, I don't need to deal with this Casanova bullshit. Like, I don't need to heal so that, like, they stop doing their shit. I need to heal so I stop dealing with that shit. And, you know, have healthier boundaries and respect, and, you know, release my fear about being a bitch, because sometimes we're so afraid to be mean, thinking that, you know, if we're mean to them, that they're not ever going to come back. But I think sometimes being mean to them is good. You see green, Diana? I don't see green. About Divine Darling. Oh, so Divine Darling is basically just $1.99 a month, and I try to upload for the Divine Darlings. It's a membership on the Bridget Rao channel, and I know I have some people who are starseeds and I have some people who are twin flames, so it's not like my pickup cards. It's more so like little readings where I'll do like a reading for just the starseeds, or I'll do a reading for just the twin flames, and it's a smaller group of people, so I can tune into that group and get more specific messages than reading for like 40,000 people. And then I do these, like I will come on and do little live streams with them. They get their own little posts, and it's $1.99 a month, and I try to do at least a video every other day. You guys know me, I usually get one on every day, but you know, if I can't, I usually get it every other day. And if I do one that's specifically for starseeds, I try to do one that's specifically for twin flames as well. And there is some Divine Darlings in the house. They can tell you if it's good or not, like if it's worth it. I mean, it's $1.99, so you pay a lot of money to get a private reading. If you do these with me, you know, you get like to see me. Once I get it figured out, it'll only be like 30 people in the chat instead of a whole bunch of people in the chat, and it will be like more specific to you and your situation. You can't wait for your DMs cards. Yay! That one is such a big deck. It's so huge. It took me forever to make these ones. 129 cards for the Divine Masculine. And I usually like give the offer of a bag, so you can put your deck in a bag. I tried to do that with this, but it's too big. You can't put it in a bag because it won't fit. You're green too? What the hell? Why can't I see green? Hello from Sweden. You was trying to help someone sign up for Divine Darlings, but she couldn't find it. All right, that's the thing too. It's still in beta stage, so if you don't see, like when you go to my channel, you don't see join anywhere, it's probably because you need to go on, what do you call it? You need to go on to like the actual like laptop or something, like a desktop. But let me see. I'm signed into to this channel right now, so I'm going to sign into my other channel and show you what I mean. So I search Bridget Rao. It tells that I'm live. But you see right here, it says join. For some of you, you're going to have that little spot on my main thing. Like you just search Bridget Rao in the Google search, hit my name, and so, right here it will say join. You click join, and you become part of the community. And then the community board has just posts for just the, so like every time I make a video for my Divine Darlings, I post it on the community board, but only they can see it. Nobody else can see it. But if you can't see that join button, then you're gonna have to go onto your like laptop or something and sign up there, and then you'll be able to see it on your phone with your account. But you'll have to do the initial sign up because it's still in beta stage. That's why I can't do live on my phone yet. Like, they're still getting the bugs out, which is weird because I've seen other people have that join thing for like a year at least. So you would think that they'd have it better by now, but they don't. Yeah, if you can't see it on the iPhone or on your phone to sign up, I do have, if you're on my Instagram, there's a link in my bio. Like if you go to my my link tree, there's a link that you can click on. Actually, there's a link in the description box of all my videos that you guys can try. Any of the videos that I've posted recently on the main channel, it will say become a Divine Darling. You can try that link. And if that still doesn't work, then you're going to have to go on a computer to do it. But once you do it on the computer, you can watch the stuff on your phone. It was 2 years ago for you too. It was weird because the pain's almost gone, but I was just so thankful for my guides being there in the way that they were. Spirit often makes me cry, free-flowing. Yeah. I say that all the time now, like when I talk to people, because I have some people that I talk to about my stuff, and I was like, I just feel numb now. Like, I don't feel like anything anymore. Like, I'm just like, this is what it is. You want to pay for a small reading, but you're unable to do so because you're in Jamaica. Well, it's not such a bad thing. Let me know what your question is, and I will pull you a couple of cards if I see it, because there's, like, sometimes I lose people. You pulled all the way back from this man, and am centered and strong in the ACH and Mune key. Anything else I need to know? Diana. So, she's pulled back. She's focused on healing. What else does she need to know? It's like they just showed me like everything that you're doing. So you're pulled back, you're guarded, you got your guard up, and I feel like you're fighting hard right now, and you're finding your inner strength to take that next level commitment to evolve, which is basically, that's what you're doing is what you should be doing. I do have the Queen of Wands here though, so she's about being sexy, magnetic, charismatic, feeling like woohoo, you know what I mean? So if you haven't been feeling like passionate about anything, if you haven't been feeling like driven about something, like if you've just been like just doing stuff but it hasn't like ignited anything inside of you, then try to find something that like brings that joy back. Because I know a lot of times on the twin flame journeys we get like numb, or we get to the point where like we just don't have any more passion or drive, and it's like ugh, and our energy gets kind of like sucked down. So I feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, you're doing good, but if you're not feeling any passion or like true excitement, then try to find something that really lights you up. But if you're feeling excited, then I think you're doing all the things you should be doing. And then you get the Knight of Cups. So I feel like at some point, you know, he will come in with his schmoozy doozy offer. He'll try to say all the right things, but it's going to be when you're sitting like in your grounded, stable, loyal, committed. You're already in that energy, but when you know how valuable you are and you see how valuable you are, like truly, I feel like that's when he's going to be able to come in with the right actions. You know what I mean? Sometimes we like, I know I'm valuable, but sometimes we still don't always treat ourselves that way, or we still have parts of ourselves that when we look in the mirror, we're like, Like right now going live for all of you guys, the way I am right now, I'm like, yay. But I've been up since 8 p.m. yesterday, so I think I look pretty good considering. I had pajamas on, but I got way too hot cleaning up before I came on. Any other message for Diana? Anything else? They're saying just trust your intuition. If you just keep trusting your intuition and don't go into that doubtful place, that's when you're going to get, you know, come back together, united, in a good way. Like, and this is like your own union too, like coming into like the union within yourself, feeling more grounded, feeling more stable, feeling more put together, just like everything kind of coming together financially, physically, emotionally, mentally. You know, all 4 pillars coming together for you. That's when everything else is going to come together. But you can't have any of those like back and forth, like those doubts that like, is this just a karmic? Is this just this? Is this just that? Like, doesn't matter what it is at the end of the day. We got to stop doubting and thinking so much about or doing things just because, you know, it's more so like we just got to start trusting our intuition and following our gut and taking the leap of faith into the work that we're guided to do for us. You know, for ourselves, for our own inner strength, for our own passion, taking those things that fire us up into our lives, that's what's going to bring justice and balance. So you're on the right track. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and I feel like your chariot's going to get moving quickly. I just feel like the passion thing may be something, like there may be something, I feel like you like what you do, but there's more out there for you to do, like that would make you happier. You know, like, I feel like you do what you do almost out of like an obligation to help. Like you want to help people so much, but there's other ways to do it. And, you know, you have the stamina to make it through. Like you try not to, you know, like with Reiki and stuff like that, try to follow through with it. Make sure that if it's something that inspires you, follow through, because it's going to help you to transform your whole dynamic. All right, let me see if I found that girl's, where are we? I want to keep an eye on my divine darlings because this was for them. You can't find the membership to join. So if you can't find the membership to join, you might have to go onto your PC, like a laptop, or you're going to have to go, you can try the little description box of my videos. Like go to the last video I posted, the pick a card, and in my description box there's a link. You can click on that link and it might take you to it so that you can sign up. If not, you got to do it on the actual desktop version. But once you do it on the desktop, you're good. You feel like you're both a starseed and a twin flame. Is that possible? Yeah, I feel like a lot of the twin flames and starseeds are both because they have like the same mission. You know, starseeds are here to like heal duality and darkness, and that's what twin flames do, is like we heal our duality. We heal the divine feminine, the divine masculine. And I feel like a lot of those who are on the twin flame journey are starseeds. They just don't know it. And I feel like a lot of people who are starseeds are twin flames and don't know it, because every time I do like a starseed reading, their cards that come out, they get the like I do my starseed deck, which my starseed deck is not a twin flame deck. But every card that comes out for them is like twin flame related. Like they'll get the High Priestess and the High Priest. They'll get the Twin Souls card. They'll get this card with the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine one. And then they get the Moon with the Feminine and the Sun. And it's like they get all these messages that make me feel like they're twin flames. And then usually I always get confirmation from the people back letting me know that what I said was true for them. But sometimes I feel weird because I'm like, is this just me thinking that? But I do feel like a lot of people are both. Tina, try on desktop. Help Tina find it so she can sign up. I just wanted to know if I should try to reach out to my DM or just totally leave this relationship because I'm stupidly so done. And I've been very patient. I mean, like, 7 years. I understand. Let's see. With the whole reaching out thing, it's like it's up in the air. It's like, I don't know. It's because it depends, like, who's the last person who said something. Like, if you said something to him last and he ignored you, I wouldn't reach out to him. But if, you know, like, you guys just kind of left it, like, open-ended, like, it wasn't like you said something to him and he flat out ignored you, I don't see anything wrong with, like, saying something to someone then. But if it was like you were pouring your heart out to him and he was ignoring you, You know, you might want to, like, how long has it been since you've talked to him? I know you say it's been 7 years that you've been dealing with this person, but has it been 7 years since you talked? We got the 7 of Pentacles, so I feel like there's still seeds of potential here to plant for you, that you don't have to give up on the connection, but the whole point of this is to balance, to come into balance. And Divine Feminine is like the receptive receiver. She's about leaning back and allowing things to come to her. And the masculine, in his healthy masculine energy, is supposed to pursue, protect, and provide. And if your masculine's not doing that, then you don't want to be the one doing it, because you're like reversing the roles almost, unless you're in a dynamic where you are the divine masculine and they are the divine feminine, because that can happen. But I feel like this is a chapter that needs to close, where he needs to step into being divine masculine. He needs to step into being more grounded, more stable, more loyal, more committed, and get off his ass and make a decision to actually communicate with you. And he may need to get creative in it. I feel like he has some insecurities, but I do feel like he will eventually communicate with you. So I wouldn't say give up on it, and I wouldn't say sit your ass around waiting on it either. Go out and live your life. Go date somebody, you know, go meet people, go have fun, see what's out there for you. Because you could have a karmic relationship that you need to clear up before you guys can be together. And if you're just sitting around idly, like, if you don't, and it doesn't mean you gotta go sleep with a bunch of people or anything like that, but I just mean, like, meet people, talk to people, clear up stuff, live your life. Because I feel like that's where a lot of divine feminines gets blocked, is they don't live their life at all. They just kind of like hibernate, waiting and waiting and waiting. And also look into the attachment thing, like the attachment style, because I feel like a lot of the divine feminines wait so long because they have that anxious part of them that feels like if I wait long enough, he'll come back, which is true. But being that anxious energy, waiting prolongs it. So if you can pull all your energy off of him while you're waiting, he'll come back sooner. He'll come in as like the King of Wands, ready to powwow. But I, again, just got the 4 of Wands. So I do feel like you'll have a union with him, but I'd let him be the one that comes to you. You're a starseed and you're really interested. So I just started Elsion Light Healing on my other channel, Divine Essentials, and that's like my starseed thing. It's a 52-week thing, and it's something I've been working on for 10 years. And it's basically once a week I upload onto that channel. Every weekend I'm uploading onto that channel. Tonight I uploaded a meditation. Tomorrow it will be about multidimensional selves and I am presences. And then there's an activation. 90% of it is free. The activations are like $5. You don't have to do the activations to benefit from it. There's bonus work. And it's just every Friday and Saturday I'm going to be posting things over there. So if you're interested in starseeds, you're interested in healing, and you're interested in learning, then go over there and check it out. We're still on level 1. We're on week 2 right now, so it's not like it's a big jump to catch up. But if you're interested in all of that, my Divine Essentials channel is all starseeds. Totally worth it. Yay! You're seriously so done. Well worth the monthly fee. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, I'm way behind. Let me go down here a little bit. Welcome to Divine Darlings. Oh, somebody sent money. I wanted to find that girl who was in, I forget, Far Away Land. I can't remember her name. If somebody knows the girl's name that was in the country that she can't send money, let me know. And is this a pick a card? This is a live stream. So tonight I was trying to go live for my Divine Darlings, which is my membership. And I'm just kind of hanging out with them and answering questions. But I couldn't get it to go live for just my Divine Darlings. I had to go on my phone. My new laptop isn't working. So this is an impromptu thing that I'm just like, hi. But usually all I do is pick a cards, and then my Divine Darlings, my main members don't see. You've never had a legit relationship. I'm not sure if I'm just too picky or just not time. I get really discouraged because everyone around me has kids and family and a significant other. Let's see what they say. I mean, obviously, if it hasn't happened yet, there's probably a reason, you know, for it, like a divine reason, like it's like not the right time yet, not the right person yet. But I feel like there could be some energetic stuff that you're carrying around that's blocking you from your wishes coming true, because I feel like you got a lot of love to give, but you don't have anybody to give it to. So I don't know if you like throw yourself into work, or you're working a lot kind of maybe to distract from the fact that there's nobody there, but I feel like, you know, maybe going out more, taking a leap of faith, and like trusting your gut instead of waiting for something to happen. Go out and actively make it happen, which I know is like the opposite of what I was just saying. But if you're single and you're not like, if there's not a particular person in your mind that you're like, I want it to be him, I want it to be him, going out and actively looking is completely different than like chasing after somebody, or, you know, pursuing somebody as a woman. And it's hard now as a woman because we have to be in our masculine energy a lot of times to do anything, to make money, to be successful. I'm constantly in my masculine energy, doing, providing, protecting, pursuing. So it's very rarely that I get to like lean back and just, well, now I'm better about it with like, I get a lot of abundance and support from the universe, but I still spend a majority of my time in my masculine energy. But if you've been single that long, you might need to get into a little bit of that masculine energy and get out there so that you can have a physical offer come your way. I don't know if you're on dating sites or anything like that. I know they can be kind of hit or miss. You may be afraid of it too if you've never dated anybody, but you know, start when you go out, like stand in a different way, like be open and receptive, like put your shoulders back, lean back and be like making eye contact with people. Be aware of your hips, like open your hips up and like be like, hey baby, like I'm receptive to getting freaky deaky, you know, put yourself out there in that way, and that will help, you know, spin things around for you, get your destiny going, bring in the freaky deaky stuff. But I feel like you maybe even have fears. You may have fear of the wrong person, so you could be blocking yourself from any person, and that might be what needs to transform. Once you transform the fear that you have of like, what if it's the wrong person? What if I get with somebody and they're not right for me? That might be the burden that you need to release. Our beliefs are so big. If we believe something, even just a little bit subconsciously, it really messes with us. You just had a double breakup and saw a couple getting married soon. Just had a double breakup and just saw a couple getting married soon. Funny. My brother just had a surprise wedding last weekend, and it was like, yay, my little brother's getting married before me. How will my physiology class go this semester? Let's see. Thank you, Diana, for letting me know I look awesome. You got the 6 of Wands, so multi-dryer, your class is going to go good. This is about victory. This is like, I did awesome sauce. You got the 6 of Cups coming too, so you could be having someone from your past return. I don't know if you got a lot of anxiety about this class or a lot of anxiety about something going on in your life, but try not to go to that place, because I feel like you get anxiety for no reason or fear for no reason. It could be based off of past events. Maybe you didn't do so good before, but I feel like if you can make that choice to shift your perspective around it and be like, I'm gonna pass, I'm gonna do good, I'm gonna do awesome sauce, come out of that emotional mental turmoil, you'll be good. It's really like you can literally create anything, good or bad, by what you're thinking. And if you're sitting there expecting to fail or expecting for things to not go so good, that's what you're going to create. But I did get the victory card, so I feel like you're going to do good. I think you'll do good. And you may have something come in for you, like related to love too, because you get the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. But I feel like they're basically just saying yes. And the 10 of Swords is a yes card. So yes, you will do good. All right. Let me see what else is going on in these comments. You guys, they go so quick. Diana is new. Just purchased a deck. Yay, thank you. Hi, Bridget. I'm like, hi. Hi, Mally. Right? I think if you awaken, you're most likely both. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing for me, too. I feel like a lot of people here have souls that have been other places, because it would be, there's so much out there. Where we are, just the visible universe that we can see with our telescopes is 100 billion times 100 billion stars. And every one of those stars has multiple planets. And of those multiple planets, there's, room for life. And I feel like we've also got multi-dimensional, so we live in this 3D reality where we're like, but there's multiple timelines playing out right now, and you can literally like shape your reality and move time and space, because time is an illusion, and this whole like physical world is an illusion in itself, because we're energy and we're consciousness. But basically I feel like we've had energy consciousness experiences, and they still exist in this moment with us. Like our lives are still happening right now. It's not really a past life. It's happening with us in this moment. I just made a video about this for the Alcyon Light Healing. I think your higher self got a new guide. Keep your compassionate master guides and team together, and firm boundaries, not focusing on twin flames, need to be totally in service, work together fully. Okay. I think I've definitely been shifting away from, like, I still do the twin flame stuff because I know so many people like get support from it and they like want it, but it feels different now than it did when I first started completely. And I have been being pulled to do more of my starseed stuff, which is what I like to do. Yes, you guys can ask questions. I just kind of take them as I see them. I'm not like professionally on right now. This was gonna just be like a little hangout with me and my divine darlings, but it didn't work out that way. Hi, Bridget. Just wondering if you could help me figure out what I need to focus on right now. Spiritual gifts, healing. I'm all over the place lately. Okay, let me pull out my soul purpose. Let's see what they say. You get the Akashic Records coming through, which has been coming through a lot lately. You've also got Divine Masculine, which is about clarity and confidence. Okay, so I'm not picking up that it necessarily has to be having anything to do with your Divine Masculine, but if you have a Divine Masculine, he may be the keeper of the Akashic Records that you need to access. And you don't need to be with him physically to do that. You don't even have to know who he is to do that. But basically, I keep getting that message that a lot of the Divine Masculines are like holding on to records, and when you and your masculine come together, it's like you get like these downloads and you receive this information from them. But you don't have to do that. Like, you can do it from afar because you're a divine channel. So all of us have the ability to channel. And basically what that means is you take energy and frequency that they're giving to you, that your spirit guides are giving to you, and you turn it into words. You turn it into either written word or spoken word. And you can do it, you know, through meditation, you can do it through sound healing, you can do it through automatic writing, you can do it through trance channeling, basically whatever feels right to you. But I feel like setting the intention that you want to connect to the Akashic Records is going to assist you to access ancient wisdom that's going to bring you the clarity and confidence that you need right now to help you to overcome and grow your current situation, and give you the clarity to understand what you should be doing in regards to your life. Because I can't tell you exactly what to do for yourself, but they are saying you are aligned with your mission. So it's not like you're so far off your path. You may feel like you are, but usually we're right where we're supposed to be most of the time. But we like to be like, oh my God, I'm so lost and I don't know what I'm doing. It's usually not the case. We're usually going through something, even confusion, for a reason. And it pushes us to where we're meant to be eventually. And then you have Shaman, which is, again, it says your soul carries ancient wisdom teachings. That's basically the same message as the Akashic Records. It says ancient wisdom teachings. So there's ancient stuff inside of you, wisdom, that you need to access through meditation, whether it's you saying, I'm going to connect to the Akashic Records, or you just going into meditation, doing like a shamanic journey, where it's basically just drumming until you're going into an altered state of consciousness and receiving the messages that come in. But ask, be like, what am I supposed to be doing? And let the message come to you, and they will give you the answers. And there it is again. I really feel like, find like I'm going to be doing Akashic Records in the Alcyon Light Healing class that I'm running. I can't remember where it is exactly in the course, but it's not too far in. But you can look up and see if there's like a guided Akashic Record meditation for you to listen to on YouTube, and just see if it supports you and assists you in finding out the information you need right now. Astrology-wise, it's not a great time. Yeah, I feel like that because everything has gone wrong for me. I'm going to scroll down a little bit because I know I'm missing people. Oh, somebody sent $10. Hold on. What are my dreams telling me? Will I marry? Or well, maybe you're going to get married. Will I meet my long-term romantic partner that will lead to marriage? I read marry before I saw anything to do with marriage, so I feel like you kind of already know the answer. So, will you meet a long-term romantic partner that will lead to marriage? I feel like you will, because that was really weird for me to say that. I was reading the word meet as marry. So, are you going to meet somebody that's going to end up being your long-term partner? I feel like right now you're blocking it for some reason. Yeah, I think you're blocking it, and you might need to, like, just change your thoughts around it. Like, try not, like, if you go to that place of, like, I'm running out of time, and I'm never going to meet that person, and, you know, what if I never meet him? What if I never find the one? Blah, 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 blah. You're blocking yourself. You know, you're cock blocking yourself, basically, by thinking that way. Oh, and you got the King of Cups flipped in here too. So there will be somebody out there that's going to give you a lot of love. They may not be like overly emotional. Like they may not be like, I love you so much, but they will love you a lot. You know, the King of Cups has tons of love, but he's just very like, it's all under the surface with him. And I feel like you're going to rise into this Queen of Pentacle energy, very grounded, stable, loyal, committed, the nurturer. She's like the mother. So I feel like you're going to end up being with your perfect partner to have that with, okay? King and Queen of Pentacles here. Stable, long-term commitment. I feel like it will come to you. But you just got to, you know, shift your thoughts a little bit. Try not to self-sabotage. Try not to go to that place of like, it's never going to happen, or I'm running out of time, or, you know, what if it doesn't happen? Don't think those things, because then you just, you know, start seeing that stuff. Whatever you think is what you feel, and whatever you feel is what you attract. So if you're feeling and thinking those things, you're going to continue to kind of be alone. But if you start feeling fulfilled and feeling like there's already someone in your life, then you'll attract someone into your life. You don't know if your super chat went through. Thank you guys for your super chats. But I need to know if I'm being blocked in my love life. I feel like nothing is working or something is wrong. This is what happens too, guys. Now, that last question is very much similar to this, right? I find a lot of the people who come to these live streams, you guys are usually like, you get the same message over and over and over. So take what resonates from other people's messages, because it's likely going to be, you know, the theme that you could be blocking yourself by the thoughts that you're thinking. So you need to know if you're being blocked in your love life, you feel like nothing's working or something is wrong with me. And that right there, thinking that I feel like something's wrong with me, is going to block you. All right, so there is going to be an opportunity that presents itself, but you might block it if you start thinking that there's something wrong with me, or that the thought that I'm blocking myself from my love is going to block you from opportunities of love showing up. It's literally that simple. It's the things that you're thinking is what your reality is. If you start thinking like, my opportunity is going to be here knocking on my door tomorrow, and feeling it and trusting it and knowing it without all of those doubts and those fears, you'll get rid of the block. You know, it's the way that we think, it's the way that we speak, and it also comes because of what we go through. But whatever we go through, you know, we can shift it into something better, or we can shift it into something shitty. So just know that what you get is what you give. So try to be mindful of what you're putting out there. Be sexy, be charismatic, be beautiful. Know that you're attractive, and that there's somebody out there that's going to find you to be their perfect person. They're going to be sexually drawn to you, magnetically drawn to you. They're going to be like, wow, look at that sexy lady. I want to get freaky deaky with that. But if you're juggling your own value and worth and feeling like there's something wrong with you, or juggling this idea that I'm blocking myself, there's something wrong with me, you're going to block those opportunities for that opportunity to come in. So you got to release any fears or doubts, take off the blindfold, and look into the mirror and be honest with yourself, and start affirming healthier. You know, be like, I am attracting the perfect partner. I'm attracting my Four of Wands. I'm attracting my twin flame 11-11 union. I'm attracting whatever it is that's a positive thing. Say those words, believe those words. I changed my whole life with affirmations. I lived with nothing. Just a couple years ago, I had nothing. Literally, I lived in a basement with no heat, no car, no bank account, no nothing, with a narcissistic asshole boyfriend that wouldn't let me work, and it was just the worst situation. and now I've got my own home and my own car and my own money, and I'm like successful with stuff. And it was all the way I was thinking. It was all the way that I was speaking. Everything changed instantly when you change that. But there is somebody out there for you. But it's basically just your thoughts that's blocking you. Get back into that sexy, seductive, do your hair, do your makeup, even though we gotta wear stupid masks when we go out, do your eyes up, be sexy. Just know that there's something out there coming, and it will come. You don't know which one of my decks to get first. Thank you. I have so many decks, and I'm making a past life deck, and I'm making a star-seeded one. I have the Starseed Oracle, but I'm making one called Seeded Souls, which is a lot different from this one. And then I'm making Divine Time 2, and Divine Time 2 is going to have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and other things in it, because my Divine Time Oracle has it has all those messages in it about time, but it would be cool to have like Monday, like maybe something happens on a Monday. Hi, hello. Can you please tell me if I will be able to settle down and start a family? See, you guys, same question coming through. Basically, everybody's asking the same thing. So I feel like it's going to be the same message. As you heal, as you change up those thoughts and those feelings, you manifest your happy ever after. Ace of Swords is a new way of thinking and a new way of speaking. So anybody who's asking that, like, am I going to find somebody? Am I going to settle with somebody? Is somebody going to come back? Like, whatever the question is, if you've been thinking opposite of the, outcome that you're wanting, or feeling like separate from it, feeling like it's really far away, you're blocking yourself from that opportunity coming in. So try to change it. Yeah, and then you get the Six of Cups. So there's going to be like a past life person that comes in, somebody that you have like this very like lovey-dovey, like butterfly feeling with. You may even have this person return from your past. It depends, like if there's someone in your past that you still are nostalgic about, they could return to you to be with you. But I do feel like things will transform. You're just kind of collecting all the tools that are required right now, so you can put down seeds of potential for your future. Be single, sexy, confident, independent, pre-Empress, because that's when you turn into the Empress. She's the one that attracts ultimate fulfillment by knowing her value and worth. She's like, I got this. I don't need anybody. I want somebody, but I don't need anybody. And I know that somebody's going to show up at the perfect time, and I don't want anybody until then. And that's when Casanova comes in with all the right moves and all the right words. But at this time, I feel like people, are causing conflict in their love life by the thoughts and the insecurities and just the fears that what if it doesn't happen? And I get it, because I've been a single. This is the first time. When I was 14, my first boyfriend is when I had. From the time I was 14 all the way up until like 3 years ago, I was with a boyfriend always. And this is the first time I've been single. And now I'm like, I don't want a boyfriend again, because they make your life a living hell. Thank you, JD. You've been following me for a few months. The Alcyon Light Healing is amazing. Yay, you're a starseed. Let me just see what's going on. I know I feel like I'm so far behind. Yeah, let me go down here and then scroll back a little bit. All right. Hi, Nocturnal. You're right on time. I'm Nocturnal. Welcome, Divine Darling. This is exactly what I'm working on, trying to notice those thoughts and question them. Our belief systems literally make our whole world. Yeah, live it like you have it, trust it. And the thing is, some people go to the extreme with this though, where they like start being like constantly like lying to themselves almost. They're like, my thing's here, everything's great, nah, 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 nah. And they block themselves with the resistance that they create, because they get like crazy about it. They're like, I don't know. They just go to like too far with it. They go to like false land, where they think that if they just lie that it's going to work. You got to feel it. You got to feel good. Like I see like a lot of it happens on TikTok. They're like, he's back, we're together, everything's great, everything's wonderful. And they're just lying. They're just saying that because that's what they want to happen. But it's not helping. It's causing resistance when people do that. So try to have like a healthy like I'm attracting a healthy relationship, not like don't like flat out lie to yourself. You know, don't create resistance by being like super harped on it, like all day, every day. Let me have my affirmations going nonstop that I'm attracting love, I'm attracting love, I'm attracting love, because then you still give out the vibe that you don't have love. So you want to just kind of be calm, cool, and collected. I don't even know why I'm shuffling. I've been up since 8 yesterday. Learning not to react. Why did my twin flame reject me? See why. We got the 8 of Wands. I feel like there was just like a mix up with like the way that things were being communicated. I feel like he's afraid of taking action, afraid of communication. So I feel like he does keep an eye on you. He like looks at you and stuff, but I feel like there's some reason that he holds back. He's very magnetically drawn to you. But I think, you know, planting seeds of potential for your future would also be good. Like, try to be planting those seeds that instead of saying like, why did he reject me? Like, instead of feeling like you were rejected, you know, try to like get rid of that feeling altogether, and more so like come into a time of like, everything's okay. Like, you know, like, I'm sexy. I know that like there was a reason for everything. It's on him. You know what I mean? Like, it's his own karma. But I feel like there's something inside of him that's fearful, something inside of him that's guarded. But try not to feel like that rejected part of it, because a lot of people go through it. And when you feel rejected, it makes you start doubting yourself. It makes you start, you know, having like these bad, like the bad negative thoughts that we've been talking about. So try not to give up on, you know, manifesting things healthy. Try not to go to self-sabotage place based off of what's already happened. Try not to go to anxiety and fear. You know, just know that there is something inside of him that's conflicted. It's not your fault. But I do feel like your destiny is to have clarity and to figure out like what the issue is. I feel like there's something on his side that makes him stay guarded. Like, he may have had his heart broken, or he may be like one of those people that has an avoidant attachment style where it's like you give them love and they're like, nah. A lot of twin flames are dealing with that. The masculine is avoidant because they feel like they don't need love, and love is overwhelming and scary to them. And the feminines get anxious and they're like, well, let me love you, don't reject me, give me, you know, like, let me just love you. And it pushes them further away. The harder you try to love them, the further away they run. So try to pull that feeling away from that. You know, try to feel more so that it was just a break rather than a rejection. And know that like he may have felt like he didn't have enough to give to you as well, because with the 6 of Pentacles, this is about give and take. He may have felt like he was inadequate in some way. Sometimes men do that if they feel like they don't have enough to give to you. If they don't feel like they can be victorious when they take action, then they hold themselves back. But I feel like he wants to take action. He's got some sort of truth to tell you, and I feel like he is looking at you, thinking about saying something to you, and that there may be a new opportunity between the two of you to reconcile. There could have also been another person involved at some point, but I do feel like there'll be a reconciliation. All right, so be single, sexy, confident, independent, 9 of Pentacles, awesome sauce lady here, who's my pre-empress, doing her own thing, valuable new beginning in her life, making her wishes come true by rising up and not letting these burdens hold her back. I have to pee really bad, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry. It's hard to be me over here and be like, let me just step away. All right, so hello everybody. There's so many of you guys. Jeez. Hi, new viewer. I was wondering if I will reach my success and reach my goals and how to reach them. Let's find out. I'm gonna get my Light Seers Tarot. I like that one. And I feel like, again, I'm already seeing it's like, if you got any fear that you're not going to reach your goals, then you want to overcome that, first of all. A lot of us, you know, self-sabotage. We're like, I'm never going to reach my goal. I'm never going to get there. You know, we have that little bitchy girl in the back of our head telling us that we're no good, that we're bad, that, you know, we're not smart enough, we're not quick enough, we're not awesome enough. And we got to overcome that part of ourselves. Yeah, because now all right, so with the Five of Pentacles, like, you're wondering if you're going to reach success and all of that. I feel like right now you feel separate from it, all right? Or you wouldn't be asking, like, will I get there? Because you would feel like you've already been there. So basically, I feel like right now you're kind of like at the Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is ultimate fulfillment, everything you've ever wanted. But right now you're feeling like, I'm kind of separate from that. And because of that feeling of feeling separate from having reached your goals and being successful and all of that, you know, that puts up a barrier around you that keeps you from having success. So you've got to shift this feeling and start feeling successful now in this moment, like you've already got it. And that's what's going to transform things. That's what's going to help you to go through the death process to transform your current situation. And that's, you know, the seeds, that potential that get planted, the roots that get put down are very important. This is like, look at this as a thought, a thought, a thought, a thought, a thought, a thought, a thought. This tree ain't going to grow if all of these thoughts are like, I'm separate from my success. Am I ever going to get there? And, you know, I don't have what I want. And da-da-da-da-da. So start feeding yourself. Start, you know, planting down those seeds that are going to help you to get to your success. And you will. Yeah, you're gonna rise up the staircase, okay? So this is about like ascension, rising up. This next level commitment to yourself is what you got to take. It's not going to happen overnight. And that's, I think, what happens with people too, is they want, like, in this world that we live in, everybody wants everything so quick now. Nobody wants to wait anymore. But it takes time to get to the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this requires a lot of work. And it depends on what this means to you too. Is this like, does this mean having a husband and 2 kids and a dog and a house on the, you know, hills, or a house in the city with no husband and a cat? Like, what does your Ten of Pentacles look like? That's going to be dependent on how long it takes to get there. But I feel like you're slowly but steadily getting there. You just have to hold and maintain the right thoughts. Cut away the bullshit stuff that makes you feel like it's never coming. Just sitting there waiting on your ships to come in is causing conflict to happen. Think in a new way, speak in a new way, overcome any like feeling inside of you that feels separate from it. Don't juggle your value and worth. Listen to your intuition. Work together with spirit to build something sacred in your life, and you will overcome and grow. All right, you'll step into that, like, the powerful masculine energy that we do need as even women when we're trying to pursue success. You know, that's how you need the divine masculine energy, which is the sun and the emperor, to pursue, to provide, to protect in a like way for yourself in the physical, like doing a job. You can't kind of just sit around and be like, waiting for my abundance. Oh. It has to be in balance. Believe, but leave space for it to grow. Yes. That's what I struggle with. I think we all struggle with it. Bridget, I asked a question. I guess you missed it somehow. Please reply if you can. Hi, Rising Phoenix. I probably did miss it, but I don't know where it is now. When you guys comment, instead of telling me like that, tell me the question again with the comment in case I see it. You know, like copy and paste it so that you get a better chance of me seeing it. This was just supposed to be like a little hangout with my divine darlings. I didn't plan on coming on here and doing all this, but here I am. 1111 from Andrea Dawn. Thank you very much. You asked earlier but wanted to add a donation. Thank you. Do I have a spiritual calling to merge my physical business with my spiritual calling? If so, any guidance on which direction to go? Thank you. The fact that you feel that, I feel like is your calling. You know, it's like I feel like a lot of people need to start doing that, honestly. And a lot of people are. You see, like, the hospitals are bringing Reiki in. You know, like, mental health people are bringing in, like meditation and stuff like that. I feel like merging a physical world with the spiritual world is the way to go right now. I feel like this is going to become the popular thing. It's already becoming the popular thing. You know, like 10 years ago when I woke up, it wasn't cool. It was weird. Now everybody's like, yeah, I'm woke, man. But it is becoming more accepted, which is a good thing. So I feel like if you feel that call, that's Spirit telling you for a reason to start incorporating it, because people are going to start accepting it. But I feel like you have a fear of doing it. You may have a fear of what people are going to say or what people are going to think and blah, 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 blah. Try not to do that to yourself, because that's going to leave you out in the cold, and that's going to block you from your opportunities to manifest, just like the same message as everybody here tonight, basically. If you don't have that like confidence in yourself, if you don't think the right thoughts, you're not going to plant the right seeds that are going to grow for yourself. But if you start feeling single, confident, independent, got all that you need inside of you to manifest yourself, evolving into this Empress from the pre-Empress who gives birth to the world that she creates, then you can do it. But you gotta, go through that epiphany moment. You gotta tear down the foundation that you've built up right now around you that makes you feel like, should I or shouldn't I? Tear down the old foundation of living in limitation or living in like fear of stepping out of that bubble. Okay, I feel like you got a little bubble around you that you're afraid to break. And we gotta like stop caring so much what other people think and so much what other people say. And we gotta stop caring about like, so what if we mess up? You know what? If you start something and you mess up, then you learn not to do that again and you get better at it. Like when I first started doing this stuff, I didn't know what I was doing, but I slowly got better at it, and I'm still getting better at it. And it's just, that's with anything. So take your time learning and growing, but know that you will ascend up the staircase when you free yourself from that puppet, when you free yourself from that, like, those thoughts about society, the feelings of being separate from it. When you change your perspective into, I know I got this and I can do this and I feel that calling and I'm listening to that calling, when you choose which direction you want to go instead of standing at that fork in the road like, I don't know, that's when things are going to change for you. But there is an opportunity in front of you right now to get into your chariot, to head towards success, and to have what you're wanting to do, like merge those two things together. Don't get caught up in illusions and distractions, because that's just going to keep you from doing it, and that's what will defeat you. If you get try not to like, if there's something specific that you're doing that you want to like merge two things together, try not to do too many things at once, because sometimes we like spread ourselves too thin, and it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, and this, and then we can't do it all. So it kind of burns you out and puts you into a place of like defeat before you even get off the ground. So make like a little action plan for yourself, little tiny steps on how you're going to integrate these two things together, and that's how you'll get to your 10 of Cups, okay? So just take your time, find your inner strength, know that it's part of your destiny to bring a balance to your world, to bring a balance to the spiritual and the non-spiritual worlds, and don't hold back. Don't be guarded about it, Share your... I feel like people are going to be like, yeah! And you may be afraid to tell people. But once you start doing it and feeling more confident about it, it gets easier. Hello, hello. He does that sometimes where I'm like, let me love you, and it makes me feel clingy, but at the same time he tries to provide for me, sending me money sometimes, etc., and I'm like, no. See, that's the thing too, is like, that's a masculine thing, that they think that they need to have money, they think that they need to like give you money, they think that they need to provide and like protect, and it's a good thing that they want to protect and provide and pursue and all that stuff, but if they don't feel like adequate, like if they don't feel like they've got enough of all that shit, then they don't do anything. They don't pursue anything. They stay single and miserable because they feel like they can't do it yet. Like, I gotta get more money. I gotta get a better car. I gotta have a house. They get weird. Not all of them, but I've seen men do that. Thank you, Nocturnal. I try. He's learning to accept love, and I'm learning to let him provide for me. Good. And that's, I feel like that's the appropriate thing to do. Divine Feminine is about receiving, not money, but like, whatever he wants to provide, allow him to provide. I feel like having a conversation and saying, I would like it if you provided to me in other ways instead of money would maybe help a little bit. Like, I don't want to feel like you're paying me to like be around you. Yes, this is really live. Hi, Bridget. Will my younger son be okay? He's going through a bad time. Well, let's find out. I feel like a lot of people are going through bad stuff right now. I feel like whatever's going on in this world, like, look at 2020. Like, I think we're all going through it. But I definitely feel like right now, too, specifically, there's been like extra shit going on, like just little added stress for no reason. I do feel like at some point he's going to have a shift in his mind, in the way that he's thinking, the way that he's speaking. You know, like some sort of light is going to come on inside of his brain and be like, wait a minute. You know, and usually it's the way we're thinking and speaking and the way that we're, you know, feeling about ourselves that makes things worse when stuff's not going well. So like if he's struggling with friends, or he's struggling with money, or whatever he's struggling with, the thoughts that he's having about it aren't helping. But I feel like he's gonna have that like aha moment where he's like, wait a minute, and he starts getting out of that energy of you know, not feeling good and not having what he wants and being separate from what he wants. You got a lot of cards here. So I would just keep, you know, being there for him, unconditionally loving him. I know it's hard with boys because they're like, leave me alone. But just from afar too, you know, just let him know that you're there for him, that you support him in whatever he's doing and whatever's going on, that he doesn't have to, you know, open up and tell you everything, but tell him how amazing he is and how wonderful he is, and keep reminding him of that so that he can heal. And it may take a little bit of time. It's gonna need a little bit of patience, but I feel like he is gonna balance out, and that he will heal, and that destiny will bring him the strength that he needs to overcome whatever's going on for him. But he's definitely going to have a happy ending within the situation, where he's going to feel more like a man. You know, he's going to feel more powerful. He's going to feel more like, yeah, like I got my shit together. He's going to feel like he's doing the right things and saying the right things. Like he's definitely going to shift out of this. And I feel like it's going to be an epiphany moment that happens for him that helps him to come out of it. But right now he's like the 5 of Cups. Right now he's like, woo. So something may have happened, maybe with a girl, maybe with money, maybe at school. I don't know how old he is. But I feel like something happened and he's like harping on it and he's having a hard time letting it go. But right behind him, if he just turns around, he'll see that like life goes on. Whatever happened, you know, we can rise up from it. We can transform. And I think he'll stop with the self-sabotaging, stop, you know, leaving himself in the cold, and come back into the real world of a new perspective, and, you know, just feeling better about himself and healthier about himself. Are me and my DM meant to be together? Tina has a question coming in. Be on the lookout. Okay. Thank you, Heather. See, I notice my divine darlings because, like, I see them all the time. So, Kara, are you and your DM meant to be together? Let's find out. They don't want it low. We got the Page of Wands and the Hangman. So I feel like right now things are kind of stagnant. Right now there's like there's something that needs to be seen differently. However, things are being seen right now. Like there's not a whole lot of action. Eventually things will be seen in a new way. And you may need to get creative in on that, or your person may need to get creative in how they're going to see things in a new way. I feel like having healthier boundaries and more, you know, like cutting things out of your life, people out of your life that aren't good for you, is also going to help you with this situation. But then you can have your 6 of Wands. You can have your victory. You can have your justice. You can have things come together. You can be like, yeah, woohoo, passion. Things are awesome sauce. Destiny will turn for you. The Wheel of Fortune will spin in your favor. But if you've been feeling sad and like miserable and like just not good about the situation, I feel like that could be blocking you from things manifesting right now. You know, if you've been really holding on to the pain or the fear that it's not going to happen, I feel like try to let that go. Get creative in how you're going to see things differently. You know, be like, I know he's coming back, and I know things are going to be great, and everything's going to be awesome sauce. Come out of that feeling of rejection, and come out of that feeling of anxiety and anxiousness around it. Come out of the insecurities. Sit pretty like that, you know, Queen of Pentacles, confident, independent, you know, feeling like she's got everything she needs. Don't juggle your value and worth. And I feel like things will shift for you, but you gotta get rid of that fear of like, what if it doesn't? What if this? What if that? You got too many what ifs going on in your head. So you're giving birth to a reality you don't want. So you want to start giving birth to the reality you do want. So get rid of those fears. Make that choice to know that if I'm single, sexy, confident, independent, in my pre-empress energy, living my best life, feeling abundant, making money, making moves, doing what I gotta do, I have no choice but to hit my ultimate fulfillment, because I'm the creator of my reality and I'm going to use my intuition to create it. So yes, you will get back together. And Tina, all right, I got one from Guero who paid $5. Thank you, Guero. You keep having dreams about GB, a male Cancerian, I know. Is this a connection I need to explore? I'm an aqua gal, thank you. Is it a connection you need to explore? Hold on one second. I'm going to drink some soda. Because I've been up since 8 p.m. yesterday. And I don't even know what time it is anymore. I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes, so probably late. 3 a.m. Who needs sleep? Alright. Is this a connection she needs to explore? You got the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there could be a valuable new beginning for you with this person. There could be something that is good for you. Something to put like roots down with, you know. Plant those little seeds. Plant those little roots. See where it goes. Get creative in it. You know, just see what happens. But I feel like it may be something that makes you feel stronger. I don't know if you went through something painful, like a painful ending somewhere that could be holding you back from valuable new starts somewhere. You may be like, I don't know if I want to deal with love again. But I do feel like taking action, traveling with this, communicating with this is a good thing. I feel like it will lead you to victory. You know, so if you've been feeling like unsure, or you're just kind of like not giving a lot of energy to it, or, you know, afraid to give energy to it, try to shift that feeling and start giving more of yourself, more of your energy to it. You know, like, don't be like, hey, I love you immediately. But, you know, flirt and stuff and, like, see where it leads. See if there's something there. Because I feel like it could lead you to something better. You know, it could lead you to something better with him specifically. Or it could just lead you to something better in general in life. I feel like there could be, for some reason, I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like for some reason, it could catalyst you to another person. That's, like, the sense that I'm getting is, like, whatever you, like, you might go on a date with this person, you meet his roommate, and you're like, oh, hi, roommate, bye, date. You know what I mean? I'm getting that sense that it may be like a catalyst in some sort of way that, like, if you let your guard down and you take the leap of faith with this person, that it's gonna lead to celebration regardless. But I feel like it may lead you to something else, you know, another person for some reason. But we do have the Six of Cups, which is about reconciliation, also past life connections. So it could be that you guys are reconciling in this lifetime, have a past life together. But there you go, is your valuable new beginning again. So I feel like there's definitely a reason to take action, communicate, and travel. You got the same cards from 2 different decks. Don't reject it. Don't just dismiss it. You know, at that fork in the road, make a decision to plant seeds. Same cards again. Plant seeds of potential to see what can happen here, because I feel like there's some reason your destiny has this person coming in. That's why you're dreaming about them. So just see what happens with them. Don't place any emphasis on it. Don't make a big deal about it. But just give some energy to it, because I feel like there's a reason they're showing up. Whether it's to catalyst you to another person, or if it's to come in together to be forever, follow your intuition, okay? They're saying trust your gut. So if you feel like there's something romantic with the two of you, then there probably is. If you feel like, I don't really think there's romantic, then it's probably not. But don't let your doubts and insecurities sway you away from it, okay? Reflect a little bit, but don't go into hermit mode on it. Come out and work together with this person, because I feel like something sacred will be built. Will I get a court date this year so I can move to a different country with my sons? Let me see. Wait. Oh, Kim. Okay, I'm keeping an eye for Kim, but let me just see what comes through for that. Yes, look at that. You got the Hierophant coming through, which is like next level commitment. And then you get the King of Cups, which is like emotional, like feeling good emotional-wise. I feel like this has been a burden for a while, and this is like dropping our burdens. We're no longer carrying these burdens that we've been carrying. So your heart may be like feeling like, I just want to get the hell out of here. I feel like this is the year you can transform your current situation. So just work together with the universe to keep manifesting it. And there may be a tower moment, but I feel like it'll be a good tower moment, you know, like the breaking down of the foundation you've been living in and starting of a new one. For some reason, they want me to pull out this real quick. You've got A few weeks to go. You can make it faster, make it slow. I basically feel like what they're saying with this is that it's probably not a few weeks, but you can make it faster, you can make it slow by your perspective. Like if you sit around being like, it's gonna take forever, and you're like waiting, staring at the clock, it's gonna take longer. But if you're like, it's coming, I know it's coming, I'm not worried about it, here it comes, it'll be good. They're saying counting minutes as a digit. So the more you're like, when's it gonna happen, the longer it's gonna take. Okay, so try to not focus on it too much. Okay, give it over to the universe and expect an upgrade within the decade. That means starting now. People always are like 10 years. That this card, my intention with this is starting today, you're upgrading. So this year, better than last year. 2 years, better than the year prior. 10 years from now, holy shit, you're going to be like, whoa, how did I get here? So know that you're heading to your next level now. All right, Tina. Was that the person's name? Let me see. All right, Tina. Yes, it was. Tina. You were donated and it skipped. Cat. Okay, Cat, can you try and put your question again? And I'm really not supposed to be taking readings, guys, so if you coming on now, try not to keep sending in money, because I'm just hanging. I was just supposed to hang out for a little bit, but thank you very much for all your donations. I've been up for a while, and I'm like, all right, so Tina, hey Bridget, will I hear from my DMs soon? So that's probably why, another reason why I got the Divine Timing Oracle out here. You've got something sweet or something sour is coming for you within the hour. So I feel like something good could happen. Something, something sweet, something sour could happen pretty quickly. Doesn't have to be within the hour of like right now, but it could be relatively quickly that you have something good happen. It may be just synchronicity with him. He may be like, like something on your social media, something weird, something little. I feel like something sweet is going to happen within the hour. And then you're out of alignment, mission needs reassignment, and then counting minutes as the digits is the same message that we just got here about patience. So try to be patient and know that there's something that's not in alignment right now within your connection. So you got to come back into alignment in order for things to manifest and hear from him. So say she comes back into alignment, and it's not always your fault, right? Like it could be on his side too, that like he's out of alignment right now. But we do have feminine receptive coming through, so I feel like basically you gotta lean back, pull all your energy, all of that, like when's it gonna happen, like is it gonna happen, when's he gonna call me, when's he, like pull that energy. Every time you think about him, every time you look at his social media, every time you do whatever you do in connection to him, you're putting energy all over him. So pull that energy off of him, put it back onto yourself, be receptive and open to what's supposed to come, and that's going to put you back into alignment so that things can come. We also have the card that's about being halfway there. So I feel like it says when they're all dressed in green, you're right in between. So you're right in between right now. And in divine time, things will align. So just because it's not aligned right now doesn't mean it won't be. You're halfway there, and I feel like the other half is getting yourself over that hump, no longer sitting around just like thinking about him all day, every day. And I know that's hard. You got to take baby steps, wean yourself off of the amount of times that you're thinking about him. Spend more time focusing on your awakening. Spend more time focusing on paying attention to the signs from the universe. People see 11:11 like my twin flame, but 11:11 is about paying attention and waking up, and it's a spiritual number. It can indicate twin flames, but a lot of times people on the twin flame journey are thinking about their twin flame, but a lot of times it's about what you were thinking about in that moment, or it's just like an aha, like pay attention. We're trying to get your attention for a reason. It's time for a break right now. There's a reason that the two of you aren't together. It's the time for the break card and break time, which is pour some more, close the door. So there's a reason that you guys are not together right now. And you got to kind of like accept that a little bit, and then I feel like it will shift the energy. And they're saying when leaves hit the ground, be sure to look around. So with fall coming, I think things are gonna shift, and they're saying stop and look around. All you want will be found. So when you're open and receptive and leaning back and you're taking your energy off of him, all you want will be found. He'll be showing up and knocking at your door. But there's some reason that there's a break right now. You're bringing in starseed codes, light codes. There is an awakened love here, so know that the love still exists. Just because he's not there doesn't mean it doesn't exist anymore, that he, doesn't care anymore. But they're wanting you to work on yourself right now. All right. So, Noke, thank you very much for your donation. I think that $100, that's a lot. Thank you very much. I'm like, is that real? Because I don't know if like it comes from other people, like if it's still $100, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it comes from another country and it's like not $100, but thank you very much. So does he ever miss me, or is he happier without me in his life? Let's see what they say. And again, guys, anybody's here that's like wondering that, take the messages, because a lot of you guys come here at the same time because of, being on a similar frequency. You guys are just called here for the same reasons. Like how many times have I read the same message, basically? So, does he ever miss me, or is he happier without me in his life? So we got the Ten of Swords. So I feel like yes, he does miss you. Ten of Swords is a yes card. Out of all the cards that you would think would be a no, you would think this card would be no, but this is a yes card. So I feel like he does miss you, and that he does not like the fact that there was a painful ending between the two of you, because there's the Ten of Swords is about a painful ending. So that could be some sort of epiphany moment that he's had, that he's like realized that like, oh no, I don't want to be without her. So I do feel like he's not enjoying his time away from you. It doesn't look like. And I do feel like he does miss you, because that's a yes coming through. And now we have the Five of Pentacles, which is about being left out in the cold. So I feel like if he's the one that like took off on you, he kind of rejected himself. He put himself out in the cold. If he was the one to, call it quits or whatever and disappeared and ghosted, now he's like, why did I do that? I think he hurt himself in the process. He's hurting, and there needs to be a rebirth here, a death process, an ego death. His ego needs to die. Something's going on inside of his ego that he needs to transform, and that's probably why you guys are separated right now. But look at that, Six of Cups. When I picked up the deck, stayed behind. This is about someone from your past returning. This is a reconciliation. This is the person coming back to you to like make you happy, new beginning in love. So I feel like he'll be back. It'll be back. And he does miss you. Obviously, if he's coming back, I feel like he misses you. And you got the Ten of Pentacles coming through. So I feel like ultimate fulfillment will be yours, which is the person you've always wanted, the life you've always wanted, the destination you've always wanted, like your dream life coming true. And I feel like I feel like he may be kind of juggling in the air what to do right now. But for you, try not to juggle your value and worth based off of what's happened here. Don't feel like inadequate. Don't feel like, what's wrong with me? Don't feel badly about it. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. But try to be as confident and powerful in yourself as you can. Think in different ways, speak in different ways about yourself, and know that this chapter will close and that you guys will reconcile. You'll come back together to celebrate. It's going to require some strength, but your Ace of Cups is available to you. And I do think he misses you. So let me see if he has something to say. He says, I feel selfish not giving you the time and energy and attention that you crave. So he knows that you're craving him, and he feels guilty not giving you that time. He has deep wounds from childhood that he needs to heal, and he knows that you can help him with that, but he's too proud to admit it. So like I said, ego issues. He needs to heal his ego. And like I was saying, don't let him mess with your self-value and worth. He says, if I've ever made you question your value and worth, you are incredible inside and out. So he doesn't want you to think that it's you that's the problem. There's something gone on inside of him that's the problem from childhood. But he's committed to improving himself for you, okay? So you inspire him to heal and grow, so he's gonna get better, and go through that transformation. And he's awoken because of this connection. So just know that he sought out guidance for this path together with you too. So he could be asking friends or family, or he could have even gotten a reading if he's spiritually awakened at this point. And he's pleasured himself thinking about you. In the intimate times that you've shared, he says you have no idea how beautiful you are. And he's replayed all the conversations that you guys have had, and he's sorry for always holding back with you, okay? So he does miss you, and I definitely feel like he will be back. I think he has inadequacy issues because he's like, sometimes I feel like it's impossible that you love me as much as you say you do, and that all of a sudden you're going to not love me the way that you say you do. So I feel like that may have happened to him earlier in life, or something happened when he was a child. He saw something that like his parents fell out of love or whatever. So now he has like this fear that like that's going to happen to him. But I definitely feel like he misses you, and that he'll be returning to you. And yeah, he's sad. But once he stops focusing on what's already happened wrong in his world and wrong with you, he'll realize that the Two of Cups is still behind him, and he'll rush in to communicate, to tell you the truth, and to give you your 10 of Cups, your happy ever after. All right, so your 6 of Cups is definitely going to manifest. Your happily ever after is going to manifest. Stay strong, stay confident. Don't let this make you feel like you're not good enough. Keep learning your lessons, okay? This is a time for you to grow. And thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much, Amal. What do I need to know about my DM? Oh, you got the Knight of Swords like across the table, so I feel like he might want to tell you something. He's got some sort of truth that he's like, he wants to come tell you, but he's not. So he's going through a time of collecting the tools that are required to transform. And I feel like he may have gone through an epiphany moment or a tower moment, or he's about to. And whatever foundation he's built up, shit's about to hit the fan. Spirit is stepping in to push him to get out of his ass, and do something. So I feel like he will, take action, but he wants to know that he's going to be successful in taking action before he does. But I feel like you are destined for him to come back around to you. He does have a lot of love that he's keeping underneath the surface for you. You can feel that. You already know that. Your intuition is on point with this connection. Keep focusing on loving yourself and filling yourself up. Try not to focus on the painful situation at hand or what happened between the two of you. And know that he has the potential to show back up as the Emperor to bring you justice and balance. But basically, you got to keep planting the seeds of potential for that to happen by like focusing on the good stuff. Try not to get consumed with illusions. Try not to get, stuck with like, which way do I go, or what do I think, or what's going to happen. Know that at some point he will have a vulnerable, authentic offer to give to you. And I feel like your wishes can come true with this person. But I think right now he's just holding back because he's not sure if he's going to be successful or not. He's not sure if like he hurt you too bad to come back in to give you new communication. So he's holding it back, not speaking up, juggling his own value and worth. I don't know what to do, basically. So basically the answer here is just keep working on yourself. Keep loving yourself, filling yourself up with all the love that you need, and that's going to overcome any conflict, competition, bullshit energies that are in your connection. All right. I know I've probably missed a lot of people. Is FP really in love with me, or am I emotional support dog? Oh God. FP. We have the 10 of Wands. So I feel like FP has got some issues. Based off of what you just said, I feel like he's got some burdens. He's got some issues. But I'm not getting the feeling that like you're a dog. Like he's not in that sense. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't look at you as like a dog. I think he just got some issues. He may be bipolar or depressed. He needs to heal. He's got the 4 of Swords. So he needs like a timeout. He needs to be put on ice. He needs to be able to go in himself and feel better about himself and not feel like so defeated and conflicted. And, I feel like he's a lot of that like self-sabotage type of person, like boo-hoo is me, woo-hoo is me. He needs to step up into becoming the Emperor before he can give to you what you deserve. If he's not okay with himself, how can he give to you what you deserve? You know what I mean? So I do feel like there's a love here. I feel like you make him feel nervous at times, like you give him those butterflies in the belly type of feeling. So there is love here. But I feel like he's got so much shit going on inside of him that he's like, he doesn't know what to do with himself. So don't give up on the connection and don't give up on him getting better. But still, be more like, I'm not going to be your emotional support dog, basically. Like, be the empress, you know, be in your power, be like ready for this valuable new beginning in your life where you're like, you're there as a nurturer, but you're not always like, he needs to give back in order to get, you know, if he wants your support and to have you be like an emotional supportive person while he's dealing with his shit, he needs to give back to you too, because that's how things are. We give and receive. So just make sure that you kind of have healthier boundaries with him, that you stay very grounded, very loyal, very committed to yourself first and foremost. Love yourself first and foremost. And then, you know, feel sexy, feel charismatic, feel abundant, pursue your passion, you know, go off and live your life. Start planting seeds of potential somewhere else for things to grow in your world that has nothing to do with love. Just go do something good for you, that loves yourself, that fills you up, that makes you happy. Because that's going to help your connection with this person, and that will help to push him to tell you, you know, more about how he feels about you, to be more communicative, and it will change your destiny here. I felt like something flipped, but I don't think it did. So yeah, hopefully that assisted. I feel like he has a tendency to just be like, the decisions or the thoughts that he thinks kind of put him out in the cold of his own life. Like, he has all the potential, everything he needs to be the emperor, and you have all the potential, everything you need to be the empress, but he needs to give more so you guys can fall into those roles. So he needs to have that clarity moment, and I feel like you're going to have to be the one to be like, listen, I'm not giving anymore until I start receiving, and that's when he'll be more receptive and like giving to you in the physical world. But there is a soulmate connection here. There is a significant connection here between the two of you, telepathic communication, but you guys are both learning lessons at this time to become the best versions of yourself, to become emperor and empress. So be the empress, be in your power, and stop being his support person until he's supporting you. Alright guys, so just so people know, I'm not taking any more donations. Thank you so much for all of the ones that you've sent, but I've been up since 8 p.m. yesterday, and it's 3 a.m. now, and that's 8 p.m. not, it's been a while. It's been longer than 24 hours since I slept, but I am gonna, you know, thank you very much for the good vibes, the dish. I will pull a card for everybody because the dish didn't have a question, but she sent money. So let's see what everybody needs to know in the room. And thank you for being here. This was supposed to be for my divine darlings, but my new laptop that I just got today does not work appropriately. So I got to figure out how to make my microwave work, make my microphone work. So everybody, when spring has sprung, it will all be done. So whatever you guys have been waiting on, whatever you guys have been like wanting to manifest, know that by springtime, everything's going to be good. Like, everything you've been waiting on is coming together. You can also make it fast or make it slow by your perspective. So if you're sitting around like waiting for shit to happen, it's going to make it feel longer. Just like when you were in school and you sat looking at the clock, like took forever for that clock to turn. You can make it fast or you can make it slow by filling your time up with better things to do than just sitting at the clock. Know that changes are coming, but don't be afraid. People always get afraid of change, and they're living in a situation they don't want to be in. They're like, I'm in separation from my twin flame, I have no money, I'm this, I'm that, I'm blah, 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 blah. Then they get 555 and they're like, like, don't you want stuff to change? So release any fear surrounding change. Release any fear knowing that, you know, things are shifting in a good way. Because if you have fear and you get scared of change, then scary changes happen. But if you're good and positive about your changes, good changes come that help you to overcome and grow. And we also have decades will come and go if you don't choose to grow. So you guys keep choosing to grow. Don't stay stuck. Just because someone's your true twin flame doesn't mean that you've got to like put your life on hold and not do anything. You know, the whole purpose of the journey is to heal and to grow and to become the best version of you. And you also want to remember your story and why you're here. So meditate, figure out, why are we here? What did we do in another lifetime that we're here now? What is all this karma that's keeping us separated? How can we reconcile our past? How can we surrender this? How can we have a new chapter together? And they're also saying, open a book and take a look. The answers you seek will come this week. So when you start studying, when you start learning and start growing and figuring those things out in regards to your partnerships, in regards to your careers, in regards to whatever it is that you want to do, and you shift your focus off of any ego pursuits of self, or me, or, you know, just because we want a Louis Vuitton bag, I'm manifesting just because, you know, manifest with the good intent of like, I want to have abundance so that I can give back. You know, that's why I do so much, because I know the more I give, the more I receive, and I like keep it balanced. I try to keep giving back to people because I receive a lot. So try to look at it that way, because it makes it easier for you to bring more in. But this is definitely, for many of you, a twin flame divine counterpart situation that you're dealing with. And there's stuff that you need to learn, not just on a spiritual level, but in a physical world sense as well. You know, figure out about dating, figure out about who you are as a person, figure out like what kind of person are they, like the psychology behind stuff, you know, figure out the best way to communicate with each other so you guys can awaken into your divine union and come together in your divine time. Without all the anxiety, without all the stress, without all the pain, and know that beginnings and endings are one and the same. So if you just went through an ending, it's a beginning. If you're going through a new beginning, it's an ending of something else. It's about oneness, and I feel like you guys are going to be coming into oneness. A lot of you are star seeds. You are receiving the light codes. You've got an awakened love with somebody, and once that love is awakened, it's not going anywhere. And again, spring is big time for you. Spring equinox says when the light and the dark remain in a balance, and things are balanced, karma, duality, expect to see solace, breathe life in the barren. So expect to have peace again. Expect to see life be breathed into something that's been barren. If your connection has nothing going on in it, expect to see something happening by spring. And then tomorrow is another day. Try again another way. So whatever you've been doing, try it a different way. You know, the thoughts that you're thinking, the words that you're saying, the things that you're feeling, try it a different way, and just know that things will keep getting better for you as you go through your transformation and go through your rebirth. All right, so let's see. Holy moly. See, I don't understand these $100. Is that really $100? Because my thing on top says $145, but this is the second time somebody sent $100, and I don't know if it's really $100 or not. I think it's $100 in their money or currency, but in mine it's not. But thank you very much for however much it is. Like, I don't know. How is my DM feeling about me at present? When can I expect communication from him? All right, so how does he, and anybody else in the room that's asking that, you know, take it as it resonates. I find that the people who come to these rooms come for a reason. So how is my DM feeling about me at present? How is he feeling at present? You get the Ace of Pentacles, so I feel like your divine masculine may like to have a valuable new beginning with you. He could be thinking about planting little seeds of potential together with you, putting down some roots, being like, let's sprout some stuff together. I like you a lot. I miss you. You know, like, I feel like he wants a valuable new start with you. So if he was in and out, he wasn't giving you a lot of value, and he wasn't treating you with respect, I feel like he may want to now. I feel like he's going through a time of transformation, and I'm definitely feeling like something happened in the past where he didn't treat you so well, or he may have said something or just did something or whatever, but I really feel like that's self-sabotage now for him, because he feels really badly about it, and he wishes he could do it differently. He's like, I want to give to you in a better way. I don't want to destruct here. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to ghost you. I don't want to hurt you. I want to be somebody that's like in their integrity. I want to be somebody that's in their truth. I don't want to be juggling you around with other things in my life. You know, I want to put down real roots. I want to put down real stable foundation. So I feel like he is missing you, and he wants something valuable with you. He feels like that's what he would like. And we get the Five of Cups, so he's feeling sad about what's already happened between the two of you. So whatever he did or said or whatever, this is making him feel sad. And he's having a hard time to see that, like, the Two of Cups is still there. But I feel like he will get motivated to take over, take power again and overcome all the difficulties, take everything he's been through and turn it into motivation to take that leap of faith, to bring you something more valuable. But make sure that you get that value. But I do feel like your wish will come true with him. So you can expect communication from him for sure. There's going to be a spark, an opportunity that's coming from him. Let's see what they say with the divine time about that. We've got 919, reconciling the past, surrendering, and a new chapter. So I feel like there is a new chapter that's opening right now. That's that spark. That's that opportunity for your wishes to come true. So you guys are surrendering the old stuff that he did, surrendering the old thoughts that you've been thinking, getting ready for the new chapter. This is your true twin flame. So remembering your story and why you came will be helpful. You know, meditating on like, why are we here? What are we healing? You know, what is our karma? What is our past lives? Who else have we dealt with in other lives? And know that right now it is time for a break. But, and this says, it's time for a break. How are you even awake? This is for me. The Spirit's like, go to bed, Bridget. But basically there is going to be delays, okay? It's not going to be instantly that he shows up knocking at the door to communicate with you, but it's going to make you stronger, and it's going to make you a better person. It's going to heal you and help you to evolve. So know that you will get communication from him, but it's not going to be like tomorrow. It's not going to be like next week. It's probably going to be a little bit longer than you would like it to be. But we do have Valentine's Day, so it could be Valentine's Day, which is honestly not that far away. The way time goes now, it's like tomorrow. So it says, as all open their hearts, expect to be hit with Cupid's darts. So it could be that when, you know, people are starting to feel more loving and more receptive, and people aren't like running around with masks on and, you know, craziness, COVID, and like people are all mad and angry all the time. It could be that, but I also feel like, you know, Valentine's Day is the day that people open their hearts. That's the day that you get hit with Cupid's dart. So he may reach out to you on Valentine's Day to be like, I miss you, you know, and I want to be nicer to you. I want to give to you, you know, here's some chocolate and here's some flowers, and I'm sorry I was a douche nozzle. And they're saying, do you not see you're already free? So I feel like they want you to like focus on you right now, being the best you that you can be. Focus on being that empress. Focus on what seeds of potential you're planting for your future, and know that your emperor will show up. Your divine masculine will come in as the emperor, but he's gotta heal his perspective, and he's gotta think about what he's gonna give in a balanced way with you. But they're definitely confirming that he's your counterpart. You know, he's the one, and they're saying the one you miss will come for a kiss. So he will come. It's just not going to be like instantly. And your foundation with this divine masculine is protected. So know that the foundation is good. Like nothing can harm it. You know, there's nothing you can do that would like destroy this connection. Okay. I'm sure that there's bad things that have happened or bad things that could happen, but it won't ever destroy the foundation between the two of you. All right. So thank you very much. There's another one. All right, so no more monies, guys. No more monies, guys. And I am gonna take. Let me just look. All right, there's a lot. All right, I'm gonna try to fly through these because I've been on for a while, and I was only supposed to come on for a little bit. So will me and my DM come into union? So. That's a question that a lot of people have. So if you have that question, take it if it resonates. Same message. Most of the people who come to these rooms come for a reason. You've got the Three of Pentacles. Oh my God. See, I can't even talk anymore. Three of Cups, which is about reconciling. It's about celebrating. It's like the party after a wedding. So I feel like you will come into union with your divine masculine. Your wishes, your happiness, your fulfillment will come true. It's like, yeah, the sun's here. Illumination, happiness, 10 of Cups, ultimate fulfillment. With the Page of Wands, he may get creative in his approach to you. But I feel like right now you guys are transforming something, collecting tools that are required for your connection. And anything else? Try not to block yourself or guard yourself by indecision of like, he's not coming, he's coming, he's not coming, he's coming, he's my twin flame, no he's not. Don't do that. Don't go back and forth in your mind about this connection. Stay firm and whatever. But I also feel like if you do that, like I don't know if he's coming or not, and I don't know if he's my real twin flame or not, like we all do, but if you do it a lot, I feel like he does it a lot too, and he stays guarded because he doesn't know what to do. So like when you get very clear, he's gonna get clear. These are your mirrors, people. So if you have tendencies to be like, they're gonna have tendencies to be like that too. But I do see your wishes coming true with this situation. Valuable new beginning manifesting between the two of you, and a new perspective that will be seen. So if he's been hanging out doing nothing, there will be a spark and opportunity for things to manifest, and he will take the leap of faith to come back around and to overcome any conflict or, you know, craziness. There could have been a third party involved, or there could have just been a lot of other shit involved in your connection. But you got the Four of Wands, Twin Flame 11-11 union, and the Two of Cups. So this is your person. You guys will come together. But know that and hold that. Don't keep going back and forth in your mind about it, because then he goes back and forth in his mind about, should I, you know, bother her. All right. Does my super anxious DM worry I'm angry with him? I keep hearing from him telepathically. So if you're hearing from him telepathically and you feel that, you're probably correct. I feel that a lot of the people who can have that strong of the connection, that they feel them, like you can feel when they're mad, you can feel when they're sad, you can feel when they're being a dick, you can feel when they're, you know, doing whatever they're doing. Usually you know. But we get the Two of Pentacles, so I feel like he may be wondering, like, what's going on with you, like, where are you at, who are you with, like, what are you juggling, okay? Because the juggling card can be like about having two people or having just too much on your plate. So he may be like, what is she up to? Who the hell is she with? You know, I feel like he's anxious in that way of thinking that you're single and sexy and confident and charismatic and beautiful, and he could be worried that you're off being with someone else. This is about conflict, competition, jealousy. So I feel like he may be jealous right now, and he doesn't even have he probably doesn't have a reason to be, but he's like making one. His insecurities and his anxiety is making him feel like you're off, you know, juggling with other people, and that you're, you know, being with other people. But as for mad, I'm not really picking up that, but that may be just because this is more of his fear than that. He could definitely feel that you're mad at him. He just feels left out in the cold too. But he does want a valuable new, he wants a new start with you. He wants the opportunity to spark something with you. You got the Temperance energy, which is balance, you know, union. But he definitely sees you as like single and sexy and confident and beautiful. So whatever you're doing, it looks good to him. But I think that brings up his insecurities. I'm not really picking up the whole mad vibe, but he's definitely burdened by things. So I feel like I might be just getting this energy because he's so burdened by that it's like the heaviest thing in your connection right now. But I do feel like temperance will happen, that he'll balance out his bullshit and start thinking in a different way and speaking in a different way. But they are saying trust your intuition. So if you feel like he's worried about you being mad, maybe that's it. Like, he thinks that you're mad, so now you're off sleeping with other people or, you know, being with other people. But this was just in reverse. So I feel like he's worried that you're not going to reconcile with him. So yeah, basically you would probably be mad at him if you wouldn't reconcile with him. But he wants to give to you more stability. He wants to be more grounded. You get the Two of Cups. So he's like your divine person. I want to see if something comes through here on the mad. Does he fear that she's mad? He's just like on ice, but I do think he's self-sabotaging, so he probably goes there. You know what I mean? He goes into that place of like, she's mad at me, she hates me, she's cheating on me, she's sleeping with other men, she's off living her best life, she doesn't care what I'm doing. And he, you know, that's why he's not doing anything. He's afraid that you've walked away for good and that this is over. So he's very anxious about it in general, basically. But yeah, trust your intuition, because I feel like you can feel him better than I can. And there she is. There's the bitch. So he probably thinks that you're mad at as well as those other things that just came through. You know, like you're off with someone else and you're not thinking about him and you're never going to take him back and da 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 da. So, yeah. Who is my twin flame? I've been dreaming about him, but I can't see his face clearly. I'm going to tell you the same thing that I tell everybody that asks, like, about, like, is this my twin flame, or who is my twin flame? The only person that can really 100% tell you that, you know, is you. Because you're going to feel it, you're going to know it, you're going to sense it. I don't like telling people, like, he looks like this, and his name is Joe. Even if I get something like that, because then if you go out into the world and you meet someone that kind of resembles something I said, you're like, oh, it's my twin flame. You could start barking up the wrong tree with some person that you shouldn't be with. But I will see what comes through for you as a general, like, what type of person he is. But I'm not going to be like, he's, 6'2", his name's John, because I feel like that's wrong to do. Because I think it just sets people up to fail, and it's like, it's not a good thing. But again, like what I said, spirit, spirit will guide you to this person. I feel like spirit is blowing the horn and showing you who the person is, because you're gonna know when you see them. You're gonna be like, that's the person from my dream. They're gonna basically show up in your world when it's time for them to, and they're gonna be a wish fulfillment. There's gonna be like, woohoo. So hopefully you're attracted to this man in your dream, even though you can't see his face. Hopefully he's got a nice body. But I feel like he's somebody that's going to make you happy. He's somebody that's going to bring, communication. He's going to bring clear communication. He's going to be in his integrity. He's going to be in his truth. He's going to be a divine masculine. He's not going to be playing games. You know what I mean? He's going to be in this power. So this is like the one that people wish for. Like I feel like you're going to get a divine masculine that spirit's sending to you that's like all done and delivered. You don't have to worry about the chasing and the running and the ghosting and the bullshit and the game playing. You're getting a good guy that's like already like healed and whole and awesome sauce, basically. That's what I'm feeling anyway, because the Emperor is the man that's the embodiment of all the kings. And you get Temperance, which is my yes union energy. It's balance, it's patience. So be patient, because whoever's coming is worth the wait, and he's going to be very clearly communicative with you. He's going to make you happy. He's spirit. Like spirit's like, here you go, here's everything you've ever wanted. So if you've been burdened, by this at all, try not to be burdened by it. Try not to block it or guard it in any way. Try not to be like, who is it? Let me see specifically. The more you harp on that, the further away it's going to go. It's a past life connection. This could be somebody from your past that you know from this lifetime, but there's definitely a past life connection there. And I feel like he's going to make you feel like those butterflies in your belly. He's going to make you feel all types of ways. It's going to be exciting and awesome sauce. There could be karma that needs to be cleared from the past life, but I don't feel like it's going to be like a horrible, like I feel like he's already transforming right now. And it's like, that's why you guys aren't seeing each other yet, is because like they're doing this before you guys come together. So you don't have to go through the hellhole story that everybody else goes through. But when the time is right, he'll get that, he'll take action, communicate towards you. It's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of desire. There's definitely going to be karma, but I feel like the karma may be that he's married right now and he's going to leave that behind to start a new situation with you. Or, there may be somebody in your life that you got to clear away to get together with him. But I do feel like there will be victory. It's going to be a shake-up. You're going to be like, woo, this, like, I feel like he's going to come in and rock your world pretty quickly. But as for, like, his name and stuff like that, or his facial features, I don't want to say anything, because I don't want you to, like, I just don't want you to start thinking it's the wrong person and then waste your time and block yourself from a good opportunity with somebody like that. Anything else about this dude? And just a reminder, guys, I'm not taking any more donations. I'm just finishing up here with a couple of people, and then I'm going to go, because I've been on for 2 hours, and I've been up for over 24 hours. He's going to have a lot of passion for you, and I feel like once you meet him, like I said, seeds are going to get planted quickly. Things are already like manifesting for this connection, and it's a higher level connection. It's like a higher level commitment. You guys are already committed to each other on a soul level. It may take him a little bit of time to show up in the physical world, but if you just keep focusing on yourself and don't focus on like, I gotta know what he looks like, I gotta know, like, just let it happen, because I feel like it will reveal to you in your dreams when you kind of just are cool about it and don't need to know. As soon as you don't need to know, they'll be like, here you go. So just know he's going to show up at the perfect time, and that it will be like a celebration, and any burdens or anything that you've dealt with up until now, I feel like will be overcome. And it's temperance, it's a balance, it's what most people want. Okay, it's the Empress and the Emperor coming together for a divine connection. So take the action when it shows up, don't hold back, and try not to focus too much on the physical stuff. Focus more so on the feeling. Feel the dream, feel what he feels like, and that will help you to recognize him in the physical world. All right, so I'm gonna just scroll down real quick to see how far I've got. No more donations, no more donations, no more donations. Holy shit. All right, guys. No more donations. I think there's like 4 more left for me to do, and then I will, see what else is on here, and then I'm going to bed. But let me go back to where I was. There was a big pink one, there's a big yellow one, and, oh, I did that one. Nope, I didn't do that one.
I think I did that one. And I did that one. Yep, I did that one. Alright, so I'm finding them. I did that one. I did that one. And any info on my DM's characteristics, please. Let's see what comes through. Alright, you got the moon and you got the 3 of swords. So I feel like whoever this person is, like as a person, I feel like right now they are hurt. Okay? And guys, can you just keep reminding people no more donations when they come in? Thank you very much. And basically I feel like whoever this person is, I feel like they've been through hurt, okay? And I feel like they're, like, if you know this person, like, there may be a third party involved, but I feel like he may have been cheated on or something happened to him, because we got a lot of, like, third party shit. So I feel like whoever he is, he's been hurt a lot, okay? He could be a Pisces, because I'm getting the Pisces energy here. Somebody very emotional, somebody, like, sad, kind of like an Eeyore, you know, like, I got hurt, and I don't think he's always like that. I just think that he got hurt, and that's where he's at right now. Like, he's got the 3 of swords and the moon. So somebody may have lied to him, cheated on him, did something to him that was not good. So now he's, like, really, really sad. But let's see what else. What's about her twin flame? So we got the 6 of Cups, so it's a past life connection. So the 2 of you have already done this dance before, and I feel like when you meet him, you're going to know. I'm getting the sense that he might be with somebody else when you meet him, because she's looking in the mirror and these people are kissing, and it's like, oh. And right here, he's like looking at her ding-a-ling, and there's somebody in the doorway. And here, there's 2 couples getting freaky-deaky on the beach. So I feel like this person, you may already know the person, but I feel like when you meet them, it may not be that they're with somebody, but it may be that they're still kind of hung up on somebody that did something wrong to them. You know what I mean? Like their heart's still invested in something because they got really screwed over. And it's not that it's invested, it's just that it's really hurt. So it's like having a third party involved, even though there isn't a third party involved. And getting that type of, like, them being that upset about it, that person's energy is still there, very much present. But I do feel like they will get creative in how they overcome that, you know, like feeling of like being betrayed. And I feel like they're going to be a little awkward in their approach with you, but I think over time they'll get a little bit better. They're definitely going to see you as very valuable and be like, oh, she's amazing, you know, falling at your feet type of behavior. You may be hard to get him to open up at first, but I think over time he will. And then it may be actually hard for you to open up at different points. I feel like you guys may mirror each other. That may be one of your mirrors where you guys both like bottle up your emotions or bottle up your true feelings from each other. But let me see what else. There's definitely going to be something with another woman, okay? Like, and I feel like it's either that he was so hurt that her energy is just all over the place, or that he's still with somebody when you meet him. But I do feel like you guys will end up having a very relaxed relationship. He's the type of guy that he wants to be relaxed. Like, he doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about, you know, like what type of car people drive. Like, he's grounded, like loyal, very emotional. The type of guy that gets hurt, you know. He's a good guy, basically. And sometimes good guys finish last. So I do feel like he has the potential to rise up into the King of Pentacles energy. But he's going to need a lot of work on his, like, his confidence in himself. And I feel like he's gonna bust his ass to make you happy, and he's gonna want to like do anything possible to make you happy, almost to the point that it's annoying. You're gonna be like, leave me the fuck alone, I don't want anything right now, I'm happy. Like, leave me alone. That's what will make me happy. And then we have the Tower and the Hermit. So again, I feel like he's going to have the tendency to go get sad at times, be like a little Eeyore-ish, but he's got a big heart, and I think that's why. He's got so much love to give that he keeps getting hurt. And with the Tower, I feel like he's been through a lot, and he's going to be jealous a lot because somebody probably cheated on him, because somebody messed with his heart. But I do feel like he'll be very protective over you. You'll probably have children together. And that, you know, there will be a lot of passion. And like I said, he's going to bust his ass running around to make you happy. 10 of Cups. You will be happy with him, but I think there'll be times that you're frustrated with him because of how emotional he is, and just because of how, like, let me love you, he is. Like, sometimes that's too much when, like, someone's trying to feed you bonbons and rub your feet and you just want to be left alone for 5 minutes. It's like, I love you, but leave me alone. But you guys will figure it out, and you will be very happy, and he'll start figuring out how to make you happy, like to give you the space that you need to breathe, and to take the right actions and do the right things without taking it personal and getting depressed and sad. And I think he'll overcome his fear of you cheating, because he's definitely going to have that as an issue in the beginning. And I feel like he may be somebody, like, I don't like saying this, but I do feel like he may be somebody that's got brown hair, like shaggy hair. That's just what I'm picking up. And I don't really want to give more than that, because like I said, then you start focusing on somebody that it might not be. And I don't want you to limit yourself to the person that Spirit's trying to bring to you, okay? So let Spirit bring them to you. You got that thread, that red thread thing going on, so no matter how far away you guys go from each other, you will find your way back to each other. Alrighty? Alright, pink one. Huh, Bridget, thank you very much. I just want to say thank you and your channel for helping me in the past 1.5 years. My relationship has finished now. I realize that no one deserves my true love on this planet. Okay, thank you very much. Did you have a question, or that's a big donation? I think I'll pull some cards for you and anybody, just to see what comes through. Generally, it doesn't have to be about love. Let's just see what comes through for 0433 Elva. Thank you very much for your donation, your energy, and I'm glad that you are, healing from whatever you had to go through in love. Alright, yeah, I feel like you went through a lot. I feel like you had a big tower moment, and you may have had a karmic lesson with somebody. You may have been like, this is my twin flame, and then it may have ended up being not the twin flame. And I feel like there's still maybe a little bit of sadness about the fact that things didn't work out, but not, I feel like just more so that you wasted time with somebody that wasn't the person that you really meant to have, or didn't treat you the way they should have. But I do feel like somebody may come rushing in that will want to communicate with you, and be vulnerable with you, and be authentic with you. Somebody that may be young, but they're like genuine. And I feel like you deserve that. You deserve someone that's genuinely going to give to you, someone that's genuinely going to love you. And I feel like you're rising into your Empress energy, so that's you're going to attract people who need to be nurtured. And I think you're going to attract somebody that's going to know that, like, they can't mess with the Empress. They can't come in and do stupid shit. So you may end up, taking a leap of faith with somebody new. But I feel like there's still a part of you that's a little held off because of the pain you went through. But justice will come for you. Balance will come for you. Things will work out for you if you want it to. It's like you gotta want it. I feel like there's a part of you that's afraid to let anybody else in now because somebody messed with you and hurt you. But you're very valuable. You know your value and worth now. You're very sexy. You're very magnetic. You're very charismatic. And the more that you know your worth, and the more that you don't care about having somebody, the more sexy you become to people. So just know that, like, you're gonna get hit on because you're like, I don't need you. But you are going through a time of transformation, a rebirth time, and I feel like your perfect partnership can show up and manifest in your life for you when you're ready for it. Don't settle and don't take any offers until you're ready to. But there's going to be a lot of offers coming your way. New beginnings, opportunities, for commitment, for stability, for tradition, to have something good with somebody that's going to do the right things and say the right things. So try not to let anxiety or fear or anything from the past keep you back from allowing someone to truly love you the way you deserve to be loved, and to give you the passion that you deserve. Because you don't need to be, closed off from having passion and sex and romance and things like that just because some dipshit messed, around and did the wrong thing. So don't dismiss love altogether. Open yourself up and know that you're that Empress. You're going to attract somebody to work together with you to build something sacred, and it may be a past life connection that comes in. Could be somebody from your past, but I feel like anybody from your past, you'd probably be like, I don't want to deal with you. But yeah, you're definitely getting a valuable new beginning, and you're definitely sitting pretty right now. People are very attracted to you right now. I think you're going to be bringing in a lot of abundance. You may be reflecting a lot on stuff that you've done and things you've overcome, but it's giving you a lot of strength. It's giving you a lot of motivation. And now's the time to be taking action on that, and taking action on that self-love that you're feeling for yourself. And, you know, try not to dismiss everybody out there who's giving you little love offers, because I feel like there are some vulnerable people out there that could transform your situation in love. You know, somebody that's actually going to love you the right way, and be awesome sauce instead of a douche nozzle. So yes, wish fulfillment will be coming. And I feel like, you know, again, there may have been some shitty shit that happened in the past, but don't let that hold you back from letting stuff in the future. You know, and don't let it dictate your decision making in regards to new opportunities, because I feel like you can have, you know, a really happy time with somebody. There is somebody out there that's meant to be there with you. Usually people who come to twin flame stuff, even if they are dealing with the wrong person in the beginning, they still have a twin flame. Like, they find out about twin flames for a reason. Then they get a catalyst, and that catalyst catalysts them to their true twin. So don't dismiss the whole, like, love thing altogether. It may not, and it doesn't have to be a difficult, I know sometimes when you say twin flame, people are like, I don't want that. It doesn't always have to be that way. It can, you know, sometimes be two very healthy people coming together and staying together and loving each other and getting married. I have a friend that the only reason they couldn't be together was because of physical distance, but they overcame it and got together and had a beautiful, you know, marriage now, and they're happy. So just know that you can have your justice and your happiness too. Thank you very much. Ooh, I don't know what I did, but hey. So I'm gonna just check here and see. Bridget, thank you again. Stay blessed. Thank you very much for your donation. I think that is it for the donations, so I am caught up, and I'm gonna, oh no, there's somebody in there. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I'm like, like, I will pull some cards for you guys. I just want to make sure. Awesome sauce. You guys are awesome sauce. I'm just gonna go down to the bottom and catch up with you all. You donated and got skipped. What was your question? Cat. 88 likes. Thank you. Abundance. Oh, I'm not seeing anything. Cat. It was, will I be fully healed back to normal? There is no normal, just so you know. But we'll see what you mean. There's a whole bunch of things I can do on here. I didn't know I could do all this stuff. Alright, get out of the way now. Alright, Cat wants to know if she will be healed back to normal self. Normal self. We got the tower coming through, so the foundation that is built right now of, like, not normal, the stuff that's, like, karmic-y and icky and toxic-y and that stuff that just isn't good, is gonna be over. You know what I mean? You're gonna get back to your good self. You're gonna be okay. It's maybe gonna take a little bit of a commitment to yourself to get yourself good again, to feeling good again, but you're gonna be rising into your Empress energy, which is the embodiment of all the queens, and you're gonna be going through transformation. So I feel like whatever is happening that's taking you away from, like, what you consider to be your normal self is for your highest and best. Even when we're going through shit that feels really, really bad, and it feels like we're crazy, and it feels like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever, it's usually bringing us somewhere that's gonna change, like, our entire world for us. Everything ends up making sense in the end. There's been times in my life that I should be dead, like, so dead, so many times, and I'm not. And there's a reason for all of that stuff that happened, and I was not normal when I should have been dead, and that's why I tried to kill myself or did things that could have killed me. But I feel like there's, like, something right now that you're missing, like, that's being presented to you. The universe is giving you something, and it's not that you're missing it, you're getting it, but you're not seeing it yet. You're not seeing that this is going to be a blessing, that things are going to turn around for you, that, you know, things will get better. It may take a little bit of time, but the more you can focus on just loving yourself unconditionally in this moment and knowing that there, you know, you are always evolving, you are always changing. There is no such thing as normal. You know, there may be your normal self that feels better than, like, what you feel right now, But just know that the more you love yourself in this moment, the easier it is for you to like feel better, because then you're like completely okay with who you are in this moment. Maybe you don't feel good physically, maybe you don't feel good mentally, but I feel like that stuff, you know, thinking negatively too isn't going to add anything beneficial to it, or being, you know, kind of depressed about the situation isn't going to do anything good about it. So try to rise into that like powerful place inside of yourself that knows that you can overcome this with your mind, with your thoughts, with your consciousness, because that impacts your energy, and your energy is what ripples out and is what ripples, you know, things into your reality. So whatever you're putting out through your thoughts and your feelings and your, you know, consciousness is what you're attracting. So spirit is trying to get you to, you know, change up the foundation, change up your thoughts, and that's when you're going to be feeling happy and good and feeling like your old happy self again, you know. But try not to get caught in illusions, try not to get distracted by things. If you've been kind of like stuck, not knowing what to think or what to do, you know, try to look at things from a different perspective. Or if you've been dealing with other people and you're like fighting with people or just miscommunicating with people and people don't understand you, try to look through their perspective too. And sometimes that helps to realize like, oh, they're looking at it like that, so I guess I understand why they don't understand me right now. But you definitely are going to be rising up. I feel like you may be a starseed, and sometimes the starseeds go through like really bad dark nights of the soul. There was a solid 6 months I didn't leave a basement one time just because it was like really bad. And it can be like overwhelming. But then knowing that you're not alone, knowing just that you're a starseed sometimes can help. So I don't know if you know that you are or not, but I feel like you may be. So that finding that information out may help you to know. You know what I mean? To give you like, oh, yay. Like, I finally feel at home, because people who come to my stuff and realize that they're like a Syrian starseed after, you know, years of feeling weird and different and not feeling like they fit in on the planet and having people not understand them, it's like they feel like they came home. They feel like they finally understand. So there may be something in the star energies that will help you to heal, to help you to feel better. Okay? So you get to make your decisions though. You get to know what's for you and what's not for you, but you're definitely going to be reconciling and feeling good. And you're definitely going to be like manifesting some love, you know, and you're going to be sexy and magnetic and charismatic and all those wonderful things, because you're going to be feeling better. All right, guys. So I've been on for 2 hours. I came on for my Divine Darlings because they pay $1.99 for me, and I do little live streams with them, and it was supposed to be a little hangout, and it turned into this. But I'm glad I was here with you guys. I should do more of these, and I'm sorry that I don't, but I'm not always dressed, and I gotta get more like comfortable about being on camera like this. But yes, I definitely need some rest. And you are a mer person on Sirius B. That's cool. You're welcome, Cat20. Thank you guys so much for all the donations. I definitely didn't expect all of that. And that's one of the reasons why I don't do lives, because like money starts coming and then I feel bad just like clicking off without taking the people's money. Next time I come on live, I'm going to figure out how to do it for my Divine Darlings without it being for the whole thing. But the next time I come on live for the channel, I'll do set amounts, like $10 for, you know, 5 minutes. And I'm only taking for an hour time. So if you put your money in after that hour, I'm sorry, but I can't, you know, I can't stay on for 6 hours. You know what I mean? Hi, Diana, you're still here? I will. I'll probably sleep for the next 15 hours now. I did all of my private readings. I did 2 videos for the Pleiadian light thing. And all I have to do tomorrow is the activation for the Alcyon Light Healing. And that won't take me too long. And I don't have to be dressed or anything for that because it's the activation. So I'm just playing the bowls and camera can look at the bowls. Thank you very much, Mary. Thank you for being one of those mods, admins, moderators. Thank you, Andrea. Yes, I do have a website for private readings. I took down my 911s for a little bit just so I could have the weekend to not be doing those. So if you wait a few days till like next week, they might be back up. But you can book with me right now on my website. It's just that it's a 10-week wait. I'm booked out until like November right now. Um, you wish you had your energy physically. It's, I swear to God, I get my energy from the Pleiadians. But yes, you can book with me for private readings on my website right now. It's just it's a 10-week wait. Sometimes I put up the 911 readings, which come back in 48 hours or 72 hours, but I only put them up when I'm not swamped with everything else, because I make products and I sell decks, and I have the other channel, and then I've got a house full of dogs, and I do my private readings all week long, and then I upload to the channels, and I do TikTok, and I do Instagram, and I'm constantly doing something. So I don't know the next time I'll put my 911 up, is basically what I'm saying. Yay, you'll be a mod. I gotta do it on my laptop to make you a mod, but the next time I'm able to do it, I will make you one. I can't do it right now because it's off. I clicked everything off. I was like, because that makes me so mad. It's a brand new laptop that I just got today, and like I shouldn't have to turn on the microphone. Like it should be on. Thank you. Spirit seems like he's trying to tell you something. He seems urgent. Oh, I will. I'm gonna rest and relax. Mary gave me ways to fix it. My microphone. Your laptop was the same way. It was like I could hit live stream, and it was like your thing is not on or whatever. To fix your mic, try going to settings, privacy, mic. To see if permission is on for when using the app. Okay, let me screenshot that so that I don't lose that, because there's like so many comments. I don't even remember how to screenshot right now because it's upside down. Oh, now it's disappeared. Come on. Boop. There we go. And then you emailed me back from the one you sent last night this morning. You'll see it later after your rest. Yeah. Still super appreciate, very awesome. Yeah, I was supposed to do an 11-minute reading, and I did like 60 minutes. That's the thing too, guys. Like when I do private readings, sometimes I go over. Not always. It depends on the messages, but like sometimes I go way over, and it takes me like, Heather gets readings from me all the time. Like I never end on time. If I end on time, it's because the messages, when I end on time, it's because the video got messed up and I already know all the answers and I'm redoing the video basically. But like if my people order the 11-minute reading, it's like 20 minutes. If people order the 20-minute reading, it's like 30 minutes. It's like I never end on time. Thank you very much, Andrea. Good night, Nocturnal Nectarine. You guys like this? I know people like it, and I feel bad not doing it more often. I just gotta do it with like boundaries, because I have a tendency to stay on too long. This is actually good for me, 2 hours. That's why all your products are Apple, no microphone issues or anything like that. I'm afraid to switch over to Apple. I love my Galaxy Note 10. Like I love the pictures it takes. I love everything about it. The only reason I can't use that, like I use that for everything. The only reason I can't use it for my Divine Darling live stream is because YouTube still has it as beta testing. You have a Galaxy S10. There's nothing wrong with that. I have to have a good phone because I'm constantly on it. You had a good time hanging with us. Yay! Thank you, Sophia. Personally, will never own anything with an Apple on it after my nightmare iPhone. You know what it is too? I've tried to use other people's like iPhones and I can't. I'm like, I feel so stupid. I'm like, how do I do it? Because there's only like one button for everything. And my phone has like, you know, buttons. It's like, this button does this, and this button does that. Apple's like, this button does everything. And I'm like, I don't understand. Love you too, Sophia. I've never had, I did get an Apple like laptop from somebody, but there was a problem with it. It was a friend of mine, and the kid bought it to do games, like, and then by the time I got it from them, I was gonna get it for a good deal. There was something wrong, like, for what I needed it for was to record, and the recording thing wouldn't work. It wouldn't hear my voice. So there was something wrong with the thing. Um, but I gave it back to them, and I only had it for like a week. I don't know what they did with it. Oh God, you gotta get up in 3 hours for work. I feel like everybody in the world now just stays up and like doesn't sleep. I think COVID kind of did that. See, that's the thing. People who have Apple, it's like they're just all they know. And then people who have Galaxy or Samsung or whatever, it's like that's all they know. And I just get stuck in. I've thought about switching, but I'm afraid to because I'm like, I then you have to commit to everything Apple. You gotta get like an Apple this and an Apple that and an Apple, and it's expensive. Thank you, Linda. It was fun. Yay! Have a great night, guys. You have insomnia. How do I stay up so long? I don't know. I honestly, I think channeling makes it like so that my energy comes back because I can get really tired and like almost be falling asleep, and then when I pick the cards up and start shuffling, my energy comes back. And then it's like after so many hours of being awake, you hit like this like place where you're like, I'm not tired anymore. So when I get off of here, I'll probably be up, especially because I just did this with all this energy. I'll be up for a little bit, but then I'll crash and I'll sleep for like 15 hours, which is what I do. Is like I'll stay up for like 2 days working my ass off, doing everything that I can possibly do, and then I sleep for like 12 hours, 15 hours, and then I repeat the process. And I have so many dogs, I can't record during the day, so I'm always up at night. I start working at like midnight. People are like, when's my reading due? I'm like, I have it down for the 16th, but that's technically the 17th because I don't start recording until midnight. So I don't even know why I should put everybody's thing the next day. You don't know how to channel? Channeling is like you're always channeling in a way. Like if you think about it in that way, like when you do dishes, right? You're channeling the energy you need to do the dishes. When you sit and you play a drum, you're channeling the energy you need to play the drum. When you sit here having a conversation, you're channeling energy to have that conversation. So if you set your intention to channel energy from a specific place or a specific consciousness, you can bring in that consciousness and receive messages from it. I channel so much now that a lot of times I'm like, is that my thought or their thought? So it's gotten to a point where it's like constant. But with my Alcyon light healing, level 7 and level 6 are, I think level 7 is all about how to channel, and like there's a bunch of activations that will help you to like figure out who's who with the star beings, because I do all star being channelings. But if you want to do like archangel channeling, you just got to ask archangel whoever you want to connect with to either write through you or speak through you, and just put your phone on, put like your camera on. Nobody has to see it, nobody has to know it. Close your eyes, sit in meditation, and just say the words that feel like they want to come through you. And then the same thing for writing. Like, if you've got a question that you want to ask an archangel, just sit there and, don't close your eyes because you're going to write. But just let whatever comes without doubting it. And in the beginning for me, it would take me like an hour to get like one word. Now, when I write like the love letters for people from their DMs, I get like 3 full pages in the 30 minutes. And then when I do like the starseed like origin stuff, if people ask questions, if they do like a automatic writing reading, I get like 3 or 4 pages. Sometimes they won't let me stop, and I get like 6 pages because it turns into like an hour of writing. But I don't know, it just comes through. And now I can do it without like the trance channeling is more trance like. You guys have heard that, I'm sure. But then there's the times that like when I do my readings, a lot of the stuff that comes through me is stuff that I don't necessarily think a lot, especially when I do like the star stuff, or when I do stuff that's like more high vibrational. The twin flame stuff, like what does he feel? What is he thinking? That's it's channeling, but it's not as high vibrational as like when I do starseed stuff or do, you know, that intention to connect with higher vibrational messages, because a lot of times you're asking what a 3D person's thinking. So it's like kind of, if they're not thinking good things, it's kind of a lower vibration. So it's very easy to tap into their energy and get their messages. But it, you know, going higher up, it's like more expansive messages come through, more information comes through, things that I would never even think on my own comes through. And now I can make videos, like the starseed characteristic videos. That was basically me standing there channeling, because I said stuff that I, you know, did not plan on saying. I always open the vortex for my channeling. So I basically, like, I always create sacred space and I always create protection for myself. And I imagine like a vortex of energy around me that basically, the one I used to do would be like a tornado. It looked like a tornado. Now I have one that the Pleiadians gave to me that is a diamond light vortex. So it's like 3 diamonds. And there's like a big diamond up in the light of Alcyon, crosses down, and then there's a diamond that goes around me, and then there's a diamond that goes down into the ground. And the diamond above houses all my soul information, and if I connect it to another person, I can get all their soul information, their Akashic records, all of that stuff. Then this stuff around here in this diamond is all of the trauma and all of the stuff that you experienced in this lifetime, like in the physical world. And then if you go down into the 3rd diamond, that's like the Earth's trauma and the Earth's experiences and like the Earth's upheavals and all of that. But I always open the vortex, and then I set the intention that I'm connecting. Like, I'll open the vortex to a specific place, and I'll be like, hey, I'm going to Pleiades, and I want to connect with the Pleiadian emissaries of light, and I'm asking the Pleiadian emissaries of light to deliver messages through trance channeling or through automatic writing to answer these questions, or to, because a lot of people just come to me open to receive, and when they're open to receive, I just write whatever they've got to say, and it's usually about like where they came from, what type of energies they possess, you know, things like that. It'll be like, you know, you are in Atlantis, or you are here, you are Syrian starseed, and you know, like the words that they choose to say too is much different than my words. Like, I don't use big expansive words. I'm like, yeah, cool, man, and they're like, no, 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 like all proper, and it comes through with an accent. So it's definitely different. But I just sat down one day and started and never stopped. You've been trying to channel your Pleiadian guides. It seems like all kinds of nonsense comes up. That's the thing too, like in the beginning it may feel like you're making things up, it may feel like it doesn't make any sense, but if you channel for someone else, I bet you it'll make sense. And that's how I started my channel, Bridget Rao channel. If you go all the way back to like 5 years ago, I would do like these Q&As where I would say, hey guys, does anybody have a question for the Pleiadians? And then I would sit there and I would, you know, channel their message to them, and people always said it resonated and that it made sense. So sometimes it's really hard to channel for yourself without your ego blocking it or without resistance coming in. But if you've got a friend, or you know, you go on social media and you're like, hey, does anybody have a question for the Pleiadians? I'm practicing channeling. Just write down what comes through. Don't doubt it. Just let it come through you and give it to them. And it may only be words, it may be an image, it may be you saw an eagle and a 4-leaf clover and they said something, you know, specific. And to that person, it could mean the world. It could mean that their mother passed and their mother always gave them 4-leaf clovers and blah, 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 blah. And you know what I mean? So stuff that doesn't make sense to us doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to the people we're channeling for. We meditated and got in touch with someone from my star family, and he showed me what my DM looked like as a Pleiadian. He was blue. Yeah, there's blue Pleiadians too, I guess. I always see them as like light, and then I see like the traditional like blonde hair, blue eyed thing. But I know there's blue ones too. Hi! Hello! You're Syrian and your first earthly experience was in Atlantis. That's awesome sauce. See, and some people just know. You just trust. And my first earthly experience was in Atlantis as well. I'm Pleiadian, but I know I was in Sirius as well. Like my connection to dolphins is insane. The stuff that I've had happen and like things that I have that have come here is just crazy. As a light being, I need to start doing more stuff for me. Like everybody else, you know, I'm always reading for everybody else or for the channels and doing all this crap, and I'm like, for myself, I never like sit down and just meditate and get messages for me or go like see my stuff. I'm always doing it for everybody else. I want to sit down and do all of Alcyon Light Healing because it's something I've been working on for 10 years, and I'm like, I want to experience it, not just give it. You get them in dreams. See, some people, you're probably an astral traveler, and it's cool that you can remember. 'Cause I know I travel in my sleep because when I wake up, I'm still like, it takes me forever to wake up. That's why I also don't like going to bed, because I'm like, it's gonna suck tomorrow to wake up. I should just stay awake. My granddaughter is 6, and I got her saying awesome sauce too. Yay! That's so funny. There's so many little kids out there that, like, they sing my song or something. You both astral travel? That's cool. Pretty sure you were a mermaid in Atlantis. This explains why I've always loved The Little Mermaid. I was a wicked Little Mermaid girl, too. I used to pretend I was a mermaid in the water. You fight sleep, Mary. I'm like, I don't need it. I'm like, I'm fine. I just turned into a miserable bitch after a while. You're fascinated, Alexis. There's a lot of other stuff on my Divine Essentials channel, like pick a cards for past lives and starseed stuff and starseed traits. And Alcyon Light Healing just started over there, and 90% of it's free. So if you wanted to take it, you don't have to pay to benefit from it. You can learn everything that I know how to do. That's basically what I'm trying to do, is teach everybody what I know. Yeah, Alcyon Light is actually this great central sun. And the great central sun is Alcyon, is the brightest star of the Pleiades, and the Pleiades is where the Pleiadians are from, and the Pleiadians are the ones that came to me like 10 years ago and woke me up, and I was like, this is insane, this is crazy, I'm schizophrenic, there's something wrong with me, and I tried everything to like prove myself wrong, that I was not a starseed, but all it did was prove that I was right, that I was. And it made sense though. Like it was like, oh, that's why I've always like known what the big, like, I always knew what Orion was with nobody telling me. Like I always knew who Archangel Michael was. We never went to church. I was never baptized or Christian. Like I just knew who he was. At 3 a.m. when I was scared, I'd be like, Archangel Michael. So little things like that as a kid made sense as I grew up, like as I awoke and put all the pieces together. But everybody, when they wake up, their pieces go together differently. So I'm trying to teach people that too, like how to put your pieces together, like what to do with your questions and what to do with your synchronicity. Yeah, after 8, I go to sleep I can sleep for like 20 hours and I'll wake up like, I don't feel like I sleep. Yeah, when we're dead, we'll sleep. Thank you, Alexis. The song stuck in your head. Yeah, my dad lived on like the beach when I was probably like 10, and I used to just go down there by myself, and I'm like, this is like, when I think back, I'm like, who the hell was watching me? I was like 10 years old on these huge rocks in the ocean by myself being a mermaid. I have a friend that's wicked mermaid. She even has the mermaid tails. Yes, Great Central Sun. So that's where the Diamond Light Vortex connects to the Great Central Sun, and then there's 7 levels of stuff. It's 52 weeks long, but it's once a week that I'm posting videos for Alcyon Light Healing, and it's all connected to the sun. It's all the Great Central Sun and to the Pleiadians, but I'm also bringing in the Arcturians, the Lyrans, the Andromedans, the Sirians, to come in and like, so people know the difference between them and to get the activations that they have, because like the Arcturians do cellular activations, the Andromedans do more of like a soft, like they're like the Reiki healers of the star beings, and then the Like the Lyrans are good with abundance. Like if you want to manifest stuff, you call them the abundance of the Lyrans, because they're like ancient Egypt. If you look at ancient Egypt, that's Lyra. Lyrans are half human, half feline. Look at the Sphinx, and they're like, everything that's in Egypt is Lyran, and all that gold and all that abundance and all that, like, that's where it came from, is the ancient, Lyran information. And Lyran starseeds are really good at manifesting, but a lot of times they get sad or depressed and they manifest bad because they're focused on negativity. So they sabotage themselves in their lives, and it's like, ugh. But if they focus on good stuff, they're like wicked abundant. It just depends on what they focus on. Yeah, we had the galactic war. I'm doing galactic war healing, like, I'm doing a galactic, like, soul retrieval, basically. So for people who were there, people who were in the war, or who were impacted in the war, can retrieve the parts of their soul that were lost during that time. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff that we're doing right now is repeating what we did in the Galactic War, what we did in Atlantis, what we're doing right now. We keep repeating shit. We gotta retrieve those pieces of our soul and rewrite what happened, so that we don't keep repeating and keep creating bullshit. It's time to, like, fix it. Up until you were 14, you were convinced you probably were a witch in a past life. My phone is at like 5%. But if you feel that, you probably were. And like for me, my first dream ever was Atlantis. And I was like a baby, and I was dreaming of it being underwater and people were dead, and it was like, oh. But that was my first memory here on this planet, was Atlantis. So if you were a kid always feeling that you were a witch, you probably were. And if you do a past life meditation or a guided meditation, they have them for free on here, you'll probably see it. A bright, sparkly white planet. That could be so many places. There's so many of the places sparkle, but Andromeda always looks white to me. So maybe Andromeda, there's elf-like beings there, and then there's like fae-like beings there, but the elves are more like proper, like very nice. My phone is gonna die, guys, so if it dies on you, I don't want you to feel like I just hung up on you, but it did say low battery twice now, so I think that means it's at 5%, which means that it's not going to last too much longer. Yeah, always in the water. And that's a Syrian thing too. Syrian starseeds love the water, because Sirius is a predominantly water planet, and that connects to the Syrian dolphins and the Syrian whales consciousness, and you can connect with them and go through like the water portals and go through the energies there. You gotta go through the little hedgehogs that need a bath. Oh, thank you so much, Mary, for helping out. You guys are awesome sauce. Any tip to lose body blocks? My body start contracting in the activation. So if you're having like spots in your body that are reacting, it's probably like a chakra that's blocked or whatever. You got to figure out which one it is, like which area it was, and then it's going to depend. But I just posted a meditation. If you listen to the meditation, that will fix it. Yeah, that should help fix it, because in the meditation that I just posted, which is free, Elsion Light Healing Energy goes to the place in your body that it's needed to heal. And then the emissaries come in and they put their hands on you too to help heal. And that's the second part after the activation. So if you got the activation and it brought up blocks, this meditation should help to release those blocks. But if you're not speaking your truth, the block will come back. If it's like a throat chakra block, if you're not, feeling compassion for yourself, or, being balanced in a certain place within your chakras, those blocks will keep manifesting. So you just want to be mindful of where it was, and try to change up what you're doing, because it brings it up to make you pay attention, because those diamonds house our traumas and our things that we need to look at. So when you're in there, they're like, hey, look at this, because you got to heal this, pay attention to this. And if we don't pay attention to it, change it, then it's just going to keep manifesting over and over until we do. But the meditation will help you with it too. Thank you so much. solar plexus. So you're going to step into your power more and feel more confident, you know. Make sure nobody's taking your power. Make sure you're not giving your power away. You know, sometimes we give our power away to gurus, or we give our power away to our friends and our family, or we just give our power away out of self-doubt or fear. You can call on the Lyrans too. Call on the Lyrans to help you with your solar plexus energy, because they are good with standing in your power. Because the beings are good. The star seeds can sometimes suffer with it, but the star beings, calling on them is very helpful. Yeah, Heather, did you do the activation? Because a lot of the people in my activation got headaches this week, and I had to share like my migraine magic recipe and stuff. But I feel like that was a lot of people's crown chakra was opening up. But I know you got a headache. There was a lot of light workers, people who do readings and stuff like that, who were getting hit hard. Like my friend, she was in bed for days, like wicked sick, and then other girls that do readings like couldn't read, and then YouTube wasn't letting us read, you know. So I feel like something in the air is trying to like block us and stop us and mess with us. And then the people who did do the activation on top of it had, you know, headaches, and they were like, "Ah, help me." But not all of them, only a couple of them. Hedgehogs. Ah! Alright. My phone's definitely gonna die, guys. So thank you very much for everybody who came on tonight. Thank you for all your donations. I will do this again for everybody. And I will figure out how to get on for my Divine Darlings very soon. You didn't, but you'd partially do your own stuff. But it was also probably a collective thing. Yeah, I think it's a mixture. But it was interesting that you had that with everybody else too. Alright, guys, I'm going to really go this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In Mune. Namaste.